just try to figure out why one of these is upside down. Is that camera
The
4?
one that's in front of you?
No, it's
Just delete it.
Oh,
You're gonna spin the camera upside down. Get that flip. Yeah, take it off the tripod. And a phone's gone?
yeah.
Do you know what caused it or no?
Where is this lined up, Paul? Is that fine?
It's not playing again.
I don't. Well, you've restarted it numerous times. I don't know. Maybe check to see if you're on the network. Or once you exit out, you're gonna have to restart every camera, bro. You haven't got. Oh, you're live right now? You're live.
Yeah.
Why would you?
You already know, Cafe Della Sport isn't just a coffee shop, it's part of the neighborhood. From early morning to midday meetups, this is where the day gets going. Fresh espresso, great food, and a place where everybody feels like the regular the second they walk in. It's the kind of spot where you run into friends, talk sports, and get that perfect stop before heading to work or heading to the game. When it comes to supporting the community, Cafe Della Sport truly shows up. They've been generous enough to donate coffee to the league down at the Marty Pino Community Center, and we're incredibly thankful for that support. Proud supporters of old school Halfball EB and everything local. So next time you're in East Boston, stop in, grab a coffee, and see what it's all about. Cafe Della Sport, where the neighborhood
Good morning. Thank you, everyone out there who's watching along. We are now live. There's some technical difficulties, probably for the best. It is not the most relaxing Sunday morning we've had, but we are up and running now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we got you. We're out there live. We have the mute button on. Apologize. Game 3. Big swing. Game 3 is underway here. Jeffries Point, Cottage Street. It should be good now. Okay. We appreciate the folks out there watching along, letting us know how everything's going. Tries again. Jeffrey starts it off with a strike. Thank you for joining us here at Neighborhood Sports Network. I'm Paul Marullo alongside my colleague, Mr. Mark Petroselli.
Good morning, everybody. And that was a little unusual for Jeff. Jeff went a little fishing there. And these kids.
I wish Jeff went fishing this morning instead of coming down here to the Marty, Pino, right? So let me tell you, he'd probably still be yelling at me for something.
Now Joe Turk goes up. Terrific hitter.
And we've got one out here on the top of the first. Dante Screnchy on the hardwood there. On the bump. We did have some great pregame, Mark. Do you want to reiterate any of those?
Yeah, it's a very competitive series. It's tied at 1-1. It could easily be the Furies up 2-0 if it wasn't for the heroics of Tim Scanlon, who made both a great defensive play, robbing a home run, making it a double, and then following it up with a 2-run homer that put them in the lead after Dennis Screnchy pitching for his team and put them up 1-0. And that's the way the game ended. And then Dante threw a beauty, as did Ricky. They only gave up 2 hits apiece. But on a Derek Casiccio home run, the Furies were able to win 1-0.
Yep, and then we also want to, there you go. Joe Turco grounds out. Dante fielding his position well. Also, here comes Tim Scanlon to the plate. Big heroics in, is that game 2?
And Timmy brings it. We don't want to beat a dead horse here, but Timmy brings it both ways, both defensively and offensively.
Oh, he brings it both ways, all right. Oh, hey, what kind of,
all right, easy.
What kind of this? Just trying to bring a little levity to things here. Sunday morning.
You're not using that camera, right?
A little overcast day. Maybe didn't have the sunshine in our hearts that we needed to. Oh, big swing and a miss for Timmy. That's going to end the top of the first there.
A clean inning for Dante Screnchy. He continues his dominance.
There we go. So, well, thank you for joining us out there. I hope your Sunday morning is off to a better start than ours, but moving on.
Paul and Jeff worked through some technical difficulties. As you can hear us, they did a good job. We're on the air. That remains to be seen.
I thought he might have to put out a wanted for Jeff because he might have murdered me, but everything going.
Yeah, one of the differences I think in this series, if it continues to go to 6-7 games, is the Furies have a 1-2 punch in Dante and Dennis, and pretty much Ricky's bearing all the brunt of the pitching for Cottage Street. Now Joe Turco can pitch, and he's pitched a couple innings in relief, but most of it is falling on Ricky. These innings get stressful.
Sure. You throw that little half-ball a couple hundred times. That elbow starts getting a little loose.
But I think if they try to get in 3 games today, I think we have to see Joe in one of these games.
Let's see, that could prove to be the difference. We haven't seen I haven't seen brothers pitch like that since Phil and Joe Negro. Good old school reference there.
Yeah.
Derek.
Oh, what a throw.
Tim was able to keep that one in front of him. We go in the bottom of the first. Timmy keeps that in front of him.
We were talking on Ricky Trinito, but Derek Fisher has been a terrific hitter. He's played out for 5 home runs, and he puts the ball in play more than he strikes out. And in this game, that's quite an accomplishment.
Sure has. That's a foul ball.
Steven Scarpa has been quite a revelation for the Furies in this series and in the playoffs. I mean, he's had 3 home runs. He's not looked upon as one of the major guns on this team, but he's a good player and he's contributed.
I do have to say, he dropped a couple of big ones in Game 2 there at the backstop that could have been, outs. And I think as we mentioned, you give away outs. You just can't do that. You can't give guys extra chances to score runs. And sure enough, Tim's game. Big swing and a miss.
So it looks like Mike Scarpa's not here. He's the usual catcher for the Cottage Street. Jeff is behind his dish. He'll do more than a capable job, but they'll miss him in the field because Jeff is terrific in the field along with Timmy.
Cottage Street a little undermanned this morning.
I'm going to make a real old school reference, okay? Jeff and Timmy are like Mark Belanger and Brooks Robinson used to be for the old Baltimore Orioles. You couldn't get anything by them.
Oh, that's
Base hit.
running on first, base hit.
Steven Scarpa continues his hard hitting.
Talk about a cool customer here, number 8, Dante Scrunchy.
The Furies made a couple of improvements this year. One of them was picking up Derek Fisher. Big improvement. The other one was Dante being able to pitch in the over 50 league. And that really gave his brother some rest from bearing the brunt of doing all the pitching.
Yeah, and that's going to end the first. And we're going to head to the top of the second. Still no score.
So both teams, even though they have multiple players and they're playing only 6, and Anthony Scarpa, one of the captains of this team, team leader, he hasn't played. So this is his first appearance for him. And he's a player. He can hit. You make a mistake with Anthony, he'll lose it.
As we talked about last week, a lot of hand-eye coordination is needed in half-ball. You don't have to be the most athletic person out there. Big swing and a miss. First out.
Dante looks on top of his game.
He's slinging it out there pretty easy this morning. Down top of second. Joe Turco coming.
Ricky Trinito. Again, he's a switch hitter, and I'll leave the next commentary to follow on that. But he tends to bat more
I'll
from the
save
left
it
side.
for the open mic at the Yuck Yuck Club. Big swing and a miss. Derek goes up to get that one.
Yeah, he climbed the ladder on that
sure
one.
did.
He wasn't successful.
I love the old school references here at old school Halfball TV.
And also making his first appearance is Jimmy Atkins.
Jimmy Atkins.
The neighborhood boy from East Boston. Good athletic family. His brother was quite the running back for Don Savio High School. Went to a Super Bowl.
In game 3 of the championship series. Cottage Street looking to 3-peat as they've won the last 2 championships.
Another strong inning for Marty. 3 up, 3 down.
So,
Just one question.
yeah.
Nothing.
No. No, but
Dave Colvin leading off.
no.
Dave's had a good series, a good playoffs. 2 home runs, clutch hits. Hasn't made his mark in the finals yet, but and 1 swing, and he's capable.
Bottom of the second.
One of the Furies' best defensive players. He'll contribute offensively. The tough hitter will stay up and battle tooth and nail.
The kid right here. Once he gets ready, we have a few guys. He's going to interview a few guys.
What's up, buddy? Now he's gonna get through.
Could have easily been first and second. Outstanding play by Timmy Scanlon on that ground ball by Colvin. This has been Fury's secret weapon right here this year. Very consistent. I don't think there's anybody they'd want up more than Derek in this situation.
I don't. Yeah, that's a good point.
Listen.
Now he's going to get through. By 2 people.
Really?
And it was funny because it was like in slow motion.
Back in the day, we called that a CNI single.
Yeah.
We're just finding out here with the Furies only batting 5 is the reason why Dante, it's going to be all on him today is right now his brother Dennis is at a wedding. So he's not here. And I know he's already married, so to me that's no excuse. Unless it was his wedding, he should be here. But only kidding.
No. This smells like some Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel.
There you go.
You know, we don't do tabloid stuff here at NSN. You know, we save that for TMZ. But I hope they're having a good time wherever they are, however hot the hot tubs are.
I'm sure it's on location if he's not here.
And that's gonna move the basics.
Two
for two. I believe he started this little hit parade. You got 2 outs here?
One out.
You got 1 out? Yeah, got 1 out.
Ground out to start the inning by Baldwin.
The base is loaded. We got 1 out, bottom of the second. Game 3. Series tied at 1.
I mean, it's not, I wouldn't call it solid contact, but they're making contact on record.
Like you said, CNI singles, just gotta get through. Ooh, big swing. Second out. Dante couldn't help his cause where the base is absolutely jammed. Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it.
Oh.
Dante tends to get a little frustrated when he strikes out. Jeff made a nice try, but he didn't hold it. Dante's got another chance. Get your head back in there, Dante.
Out there today. Ready to make a play. Love that. Ready to make a play out there.
And now it's up to Cole when he's out of the end. Probably with the hardest hit ball that Tim Scanlon robbed him of.
So now we got some runs.
Nice rise. Ricky knows the importance of this.
Ricky Riser.
He's letting it all hang out.
Well, now it's time to do it. This is it. This is all the marbles. Game 3, series tied. 2 down, bases loaded.
This is one swing either way that can change the complexion of this game.
Huge. If Cottage Street comes out unscathed, they will be very happy.
And if Dave finds that stroke, Cottage Street's going to
I'll find it there, and that's the 3rd out. Cottage Street escapes a big jam there. And we're going to head to the top of the 3rd. We here at Old School Halfball EV would like to thank our sponsors, Daniel Chuck Auto Body. Daniel Chuck Auto Body located 75 Alfred Street. In an accident? If you need any auto body repair, Daniel Chuck Auto Body is the place to bring your car. Welcome back. Here we are at top of the 3rd.
And Paul, I'm still waiting for Jeff to unload in this series. He's probably one of the best things in this league.
Loading on me all morning. That was different.
Yeah, so far in this series, he's struggling. Got a couple of hits, but no homers, and that's unusual.
Yeah. Well, you know, he is splitting time as the broadcast production guy as well as the heart of the lineup for Cottage Street. It's tough wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah, and he certainly does.
He's got to deal with degenerate employees like myself.
So of course, we know the playoffs, they're a different animal than the regular season, and as each playoff series goes on, the nerves and the pressure get a little tighter. I'm not saying that anybody's succumbing to it, but it's just human nature.
Absolutely. Yeah, it feels a little tight here this morning, a little overcast out there. Maybe not enough sugar in the coffee today, but not enough milk and beans. I don't know.
Not exactly a beautiful spring day. But even though there's no sunshine out there, there's a lot of sunshine in
There sure is.
Like, wow.
There sure is. Mark, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, Mr. Petroselli. Thank you. Bringing the knowledge and expertise and the history of old school halfball EP. We really appreciate your contributions, Mark.
I'm happy to be here, and anything I can lend to the broadcast, it's my pleasure.
Can you lend me $10?
We'll talk about that during the break.
Don't expect it back.
So now that we know that we're pretty sure that Dennis is not going to be here, Scrunchy, so it's all going to fall on Dante and Rick. So
Wow. It's going to be arm for arm. The heavily tattooed right hand of Mr. Scrunchy.
oh, just foul. Just you know, Joe Turco, who's got a few homers, two homers during this playoff, but he's a terrific player. In last year's series, he was outstanding. And Cottage Street was able to hold off Kelly Square after leading 3-0 and tied 3-3. They prevailed in Game 7. That's why we're going for the three-peat.
Go, Joe.
Hello?
Joe's hanging in there. Dante's got a little bit of wildness right now.
My dad.
Beautiful catch by Joe. On a low pitch to Joe. Two up, two down. Now it's up to Timmy Scanlon.
Bottom of third.
Bottom of the third. You know, Cottage Street is going for the three-peat ball. And I don't know if you're aware of that, where that came from, the three-peat saying. But it is copyrighted by Pat Riley of the LA Lakers. So if Cottage Street is able to accomplish that feat, if they go out and get some fancy gear like they have been in the first few times, they might get a letter from the lawyer from Pat Riley.
Oh, I'm sure Jeff Harris would be really happy to play. Just to taunt and piss off anybody else. Softball league. Yeah, the Bombers suck T-shirts were a big hit after they unceremoniously defeated us in the semifinals one year. So he certainly is not And of course, if we do have shirts printed, they would be printed by our friends at Rule the World Printing. I want to thank everybody at Rule the World Printing as Tim strikes out to end that inning. Are we going to the top of the fourth, Mark?
No. Yes, top of the
I'm not going to the top of the fourth. Top of the fourth?
No, bottom of the third.
Is it bottom of the third?
Yes, the Furies have the home advantage. We keep wanting to give Cottage Street the home advantage because of the two championships, but they actually were the fourth seed this year, and they didn't have a great regular season record with only nine wins, 9 losses. But you know, when the bell rang for the playoffs, they were ready, and here they are in the finals again.
Yep. It certainly matters when you get hot. Strike out there. Still no score in Game 3. Series tied at 1. Thank you for joining us. You are watching Neighborhood Sports Network. It's live. It's local. It's on SM.
Well, the Furies are not only down another pitcher, they're down one of their best hitters, and Dennis Scranchi.
Be a big blow. Who decided to get married this weekend?
Really?
Huh?
It's not June yet.
Right?
I bet you it's the wife side of the family.
Yeah, of course. They weren't thinking about halfball. But we wish the bride and groom best of luck.
If there's anybody that can make up for Dennis instead. Got life there.
Oh, Jeff, bring him on. As you mentioned earlier, Mark, Jeff not the usual catcher.
Right. And while he's more than capable, I mean, when you haven't done it for a while, it might take you a game or so, a few innings, whatever.
It is different. I mean, you got to deal with the bat, the swinging batter, keeping your eye on the ball, et cetera, et cetera. Tim Scanlon, sure-handed Tim Scanlon.
Well, that drop by Jeff was negated by another fine play by Tim Scanlon.
Another fine play.
There's Steven Scarpa, 2 for 2.
Scarpa.
He's dialed in.
The Jeffries Point Furies loaded the bases last inning, were unable to capitalize. As they look to continue, but Ricky couldn't keep that in front. We got
3.
another hit for Steve, runner on first.
And I think the evidence that has to be Dennis's wife's side of the family is the Scrunchies and the Scarpa are cousins, and they're all here today.
Wow. Yeah. Couldn't get out of that commitment, Dennis. Just to let everybody know the ground rules out there, if you're not familiar with halfball, you do not have to field the ball cleanly. If it's ground ball, if you keep it in front of you, that is still considered an out, so you can kick it like a goalie. As long as you keep it in front of you, you can bobble it, it stays in front of you, it's an out. So clearly you saw in that last play, Ricky tried to kick it, but the ball did end up going behind him, which resulted in a base hit.
Anything in the air, though, has to be caught.
Anything in the air has to be caught. Laying out. Boy, I tell you, you look up the word hustle in the dictionary, there's a picture of Jeffrey Harris.
Ricky reared back on that one.
Third out as we head to the top of the fourth.
Seem another name that you're hearing a lot of. The Scarpa, another Scarpa. He'll be leading off. Followed by Ricky Trinidad and Jimmy Atkins. So far,
Top four.
I think Cottage Street is only put 1 ball in play. So 3 innings. Paul, I'm going to test your trivia knowledge. Do you know what the end? I looked this word up today. The $50 word. Do you know the genesis? That's the word of the where the Jeffries Point Furies got their name.
I do not.
Okay. And I didn't know either. So one day last year, I asked Dennis, and if you're a fan of the iconic classic movie The Warriors.
Oh,
okay.
Come out.
One of the opposing gangs was the Furies, dressed in baseball uniforms and carrying bats.
Oh, there you go.
That's it. That's the definition of a seeing eye single.
That ball just found a way to the wall there. Got right by his, I mean, it was curving.
Also in Halfball, if it starts to turn and you don't stop it, it's fine, whether you grab it or knock it down.
I haven't seen curves like that since my days at Easton High School.
So you remember that movie, The Warriors?
I do remember the Warriors, yep. Classic movie.
Ricky puts it in play. As long as Dante didn't touch it, which he didn't, Mike Santolo was able to grab it. Ground out. 1 out.
1 out. Runner on first.
Jimmy actually getting the chance there with a man on. I mean, Jimmy's not one of our sponsors, but I'm pretty sure he's the manager of Liberty Mazda. And so if you're in the market for a car, look up Jimmy Atkins.
Oh, go see Jimmy.
He's already hooked up a few people in this league.
Oh, wow. I like that. Oh, I do want to mention, we do have a feature that we're dying to try out. We have a call-in feature to the show, or not really call-in because we don't have phones here, but it is there is a way for you to join us in the broadcast. I believe there is a link provided on the Old School Halfball Facebook page. There should be a post. Oh, actually, I believe right in the comment section of this, or in the description as well, on the YouTube channel, there should be a link. You would click on that link, follow through, you type your name in, join room, and we can have you join our broadcast. So if there's anybody out there that would like to call in, that would be fantastic.
Jimmy struck out. Now it's up to Jeff. Man on first, 2 outs.
And we're in the bottom of the fourth? Top four.
Top of the fourth.
Top of the fourth.
Jimmy gets Jeff again. Seems like he has his number.
Wow. Now we're going.
Bottom of the fourth now, coming up.
That's going so slow.
Dave Colvin will lead off.
We here at EB Old School Halfball want to thank our sponsors, Eddie's Barbershop. See Eddie at Eddie's Barbershop in East Boston for a great cut, fade, whatever you like. Eddie can do it all. Back to the action here, top of the fourth. Game 3, series tied at 1, no score.
And
Bottom.
I don't know if the Cottage Street got the scouting report. Joe Turco did, Timmy. Dave can go straight center and the other way. They're playing him to pull. Especially with Ricky. Ricky's firing, so he
He
might
really
be
is.
behind it a little.
He looks solid out there today. And as Cottage Street hasn't quite gotten the sticks going yet, we're going to need every bit out of his arm they can get.
Right now it's four hits for the Furies, 1 for Cottage Street. Actually, 5 hits.
And there's your first out in the bottom of the fourth. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining NSN, Neighborhood Sports Network. I'm Paul Marullo, alongside my colleague, Mr. Mark Petroselli. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Good morning. Happy to be here. Every day with Halfball is another great day. I think I've been saying that since I've been 10 years old.
I'd like to mention a little history of Halfball. Started out 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, somewhere around there. Cities like Boston, New York, and Philadelphia. And interesting to note, our Jeffrey Harris has reached out to Philadelphia's halfball contingent and has been stonewalled, completely stonewalled. Jeff reached out, maybe thinking, we can do some tournaments, some championships, maybe once a year. Alternate years, one in Philly, one in Boston, et cetera, et cetera. Nothing. So, city of brotherly love, not feeling so brotherly.
Well, first of all, you have to understand, their halfball is completely different than ours. They usually play in a walled courtyard, a lot of school buildings or whatever around, and they play more of a home run derby type of, where they just lob the ball.
They underhanded, I understand.
Yeah, they underhand. We would do both. We don't care.
Like their steak and cheese, that sounds garbage.
Right, there you go.
That just sounds garbage. Wow, DeCiccio right back at Ricky. And that'll be the third out. Apologize if we going top five?
Top five.
Top five.
Joe Turco leading off. But again, getting back to Philadelphia, theirs is totally different. And I think they would be intimidated by the way we play it. Our game is more like baseball. Cut by Joe, made contact, foul ball. Joe's got his game face on, Paul.
He does. He does have his game face on. I like his game face. He's certainly he's locked in. He's locked and loaded. Let's see. He brings it.
This is boiling down. It looks like it's going to take maybe just one swing.
This does look like it's going to be a one-swing game.
And most of these games have been 1-0, 2-1. There was a game that Kelly squared that when they got eliminated by Cottage Street was down 4-0. Jeff Harris had a grand slam that a 2-1 and that game ended up 7-4, and that's very unusual.
Yeah. Well, Joe knew that was a good pitch. Like a little jocularity out there.
Yeah.
Just, Joe knew that was a good pitch. Dante got right over, and he didn't bite. Yeah, nice. He gets him there. What do you got for outs here? Top five. What do we got? One out? First out?
1 out. Joe led off.
Excellent.
It was a battle, but Dante got the best of him.
Yeah. As he has been doing most of the time today.
He's given up one scratch single to Anthony Scarpa, and other than that, he's been dominant.
Tim Scanlon stepping up to the plate. Big hero of game 2. We want to thank you all for joining us out there. We appreciate
a little inside there. There's a little bit of wildness here. Somebody might be putting a batting helmet on.
Oh, what is that?
Double.
It hits off the
wall.
I thought that hit the backboard. I think that hit the backboard. What is that?
If it hit the backboard on the side, it's a double. And as it landed in...
Wait, they called that a foul?
They called it foul.
It did look foul to me. Okay, wow.
I need your eyes, Paul. I'm a step behind you.
Trust me, I sat about 3 feet away from the TV with Nintendo my whole childhood, so mine aren't that great either.
I mean, I just saw it hit the wall. I didn't even see it hit the backboard.
Oh, I didn't even realize on our broadcast, it's too far to the right of the picture screen there where we wouldn't be able to see it. It's kind of an issue, huh? Oh.
Another dominant inning for Dante Scrunchy.
Another dominant inning for Scrunchy.
Are you cool if I just start talking at times
Yeah.
to like give you a heads up instead of coming over here to disrupt you? I don't know what's better.
Yeah, we have to get you in here.
Okay.
See what you got. Want to join us? What do you got? Talk?
No, not right this minute, but I did have a couple people, so I think Jeff just like from now on just turn the mic on.
Sure, you're
catch,
on.
He's like, you'll catch on and pull me up. If you don't even have to pull me up at times. Don't even matter.
All right, you're in. You're good to go. Bottom 5, sure, no problem.
Leading off is the hot hitter. 3 singles for Steven Scarpa.
I will tell you just a little inside baseball here, if you will. As a broadcaster, it's a very difficult game to broadcast halfball. It moves very fast. So you plan you have your sponsors and advertisements, you've got interviews you want to do and all this stuff. Meanwhile, the action on the field happens so fast. You don't have time between innings like you do in baseball with a pitcher warming up.
Right.
You're not going to commercial break. You blink and you miss it, really, in halfball. So that has been a little bit...
I got the easy job.
Yes. Just hang out and yuck it up, which is great. You're great at that. We love all that.
Home run!
Big swing for Steven.
He's 4 for 4, and listen, this is a hard game. But Ricky had him struck out. Jeff just couldn't hold it.
And we talked about it earlier, giving away outs, giving people another chance.
And he's not the regular catcher. But that cost him.
Sure did.
What a day for Steven Scarpa.
Ooh.
He's been a revelation for the Furies throughout this whole playoffs.
A revelation. We like revelations on Sunday mornings. If you're not in church and you're joining us here, we do have your spiritual side covers as well. Thank you, Mark.
I didn't realize it, but we do need it.
We sure do. Holy Redeemer indeed.
That's his 4th homer of the playoffs, Steven Scarpa.
Ooh. Sorry, Miss Jackson. And if you are just joining us, keep it filled in. This is Game 3, series tied at 1, the old school halfball EB championship series between Jeffries Point Furies and Cottage Street. Cottage Street looking to three-peat as they've won the last 2 years.
And Paul, unless the Furies add some runs for a cushion, we're going to go into that last inning or at the end of the game where same situation was in Game 1 where they were leading 1-0 and they were looking to close it out. And that's when Timmy Scanlon's heroics came into play.
Timmy Scanlon.
We'll see if they can do it again.
Put it all on his broad shoulders. And with one big swing of the lumber, changed the fate of teams. Ooh, nice scoop.
2 outs. I'll tell you, with Steven Scarpa's day, if it turns out that it's a victory, he may make the top 10 on ESPN.
ESPN, who's ESPN? We got to remind everybody, you're watching Neighborhood Sports Network out there. It's live, it's local, it's NSN. I don't know who these ESPN fellas are, but whatever they're doing out there. sounds pretty woke to me. Sorry, that's not good.
We have the inside scoops.
We sure do.
They're more generic.
Absolutely.
So the whole game is televised split screen.
Exactly. And again, if he brings it up, it'll go in the threes.
I don't know. We might have to reach out to Diana Rossini. I heard she's unemployed, so maybe NSN could use a broadcast.
She's out there.
She's out there.
More than one way.
Right. Yeah. She might be hanging out at the Marty Pino Rec Center hot tub and pool. Do we have the Marty Pino Rec Center hot tub and pool?
No, not to make this ethnic or anything, but she's got a vowel at the end of her name, so she'll fit right in.
Oh, absolutely. No, for sure. Yeah, that's true. She might have a cousin on Saratoga Street.
If I do an interview with him,
You would, absolutely.
no, if I do, keep the batter up. Okay? And put me there, because then if I see a home run, I can, we just had a home run.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep. As a matter of fact, we got.
We'll let you know. We're going to do one in a few like that.
Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah. We're all good. Yeah.
Now we're down. This is it for Cottage Street.
Top six.
You know, top of the sixth. Down 1-0. Ricky Shosa got right-handed this time. That didn't help. Dante blew him away.
That's what you do. Sometimes you try anything to get yourself on track, but Dante is pitching the gem out there today.
Gem, just that one hit.
And you see how Derek behind the plate, you see what makes him so invaluable back there. I mean, that couldn't have been more than 2 inches off the ground.
Excellent play.
And he really went down and really helped his pitcher out there. And, getting those kinds of outs is pivotal.
Cottage Street is down to their last out, and I don't think they'd want anybody up than Jeff Harris in this situation. If there's anybody capable of that one swing, it's Jeff.
You see him do it? Excuse me.
So far, Dante's got the best of him. He's whiffed him 3 times, but it only takes one.
Dante is throwing seeds out there today.
Doesn't it make you want to grab a bat and go up there?
It's not really. I got a little frustrated myself with Halfball. I prefer the old, not even the wiffle bat, the big red bat with that big the toddler set there. That's about my speed.
I think you need one of those. The way Dante's pitching.
Yeah, absolutely. Cottage Street's only mustered, one hit today?
One hit. Anthony Scarpas.
Yeah.
Ooh, a tip. Not helped by Derek.
Couldn't hang on to that one. Yeah, see, I jinxed him. Yeah. We won't say anything nice about Derek from here on in anymore. We don't want to jinx him.
And I think this bat is special for Jeff, too. Because I think if he could keep it going, he'd feel like he's somewhat of an atonement for that big drop.
Before the home run.
That led to Steven Scarpas' home run.
Ooh, he got him there. That's the third out. And that's game. That is game 3.
1-0 victory.
1-0 victory. Furies win, taking the series lead 3-2. 2-1.
2-1 in favor of the Furies. And like I said before, it could easily be 3-0.
Unbelievable.
Timmy Scanlon.
Wow.
Rolex in game 1.
That was amazing. All right, well, we're going to take a few minutes here in between games. Thank you for joining us.
Already know.
Interview.
You guys need anything over here?
Nope.
Mark, you need something?
No, I got my water. I'm good. Thank you.
This is where the day gets going. Fresh espresso, great food, and a place where everybody feels like a regular.
Where is he? He's somewhere over here.
Running the friends, talk sports, get that perfect stuff before heading to work. Come support the community. Cafe Della Sport food shows up. They've been generous enough to donate coffee and wings down to the Pino Community Center. Very much. Proud supporters of old school Halfball. So next time you're in Boston, stop in, grab coffee, that's what it's all about. Cafe Della Sport, the one neighborhood comes down.
Oh, sorry.
Crowd that's ready to help. Bring together talent, friends, and just figure out a game anyone can enjoy a great night out. Whether you're there for the bands, laughs, just hanging out, soaking all that, it's always something. Just like that Super Halfball, it's built on great people together, creating something special. So if you haven't been yet, be sure to check it out. Jeffstone.net. Jeffstone, live, local, and unforgettable. Yeah, I don't even think it's
What's up, Al?
Disappointed in you? You're not
Yeah,
doing
we
a
got
good
another
job?
minute left.
Step
So
it up and get into this.
see.
Show some
Show
enthusiasm.
I hope there's not too much. Well, Paul's leading me. He's a good play-by-play guy. I only made one reference before 1910, right? I think it was.
Oh, that looks great too.
1910, that's back when you were a freshman in high
How you
school,
doing?
right?
Scott. Nice to meet Scott Paul.
And you know Steven, right? Have you met Steven before? That's
Yeah.
we
Not
all
officially,
play. They're
but
on our team. Our team is the Cousins. That's it. You getting nervous or what?
No, I'm anxious. I want to get it over with. I want to be paid for it. I'm done with this.
Yeah. I bet you Jay didn't call you, right?
I'll give him.
Yeah. You. Yeah. Well, he went out this morning. He said he was going to try to stop by. He went out to buy blinds for the bedroom. So, yeah.
No, I haven't heard.
Welcome back here.
He's
actually said he would.
You're watching Neighborhood Sports Network. I'm your host, Paul Marullo. Alongside me, we got Mr. Mark Petroselli. We're in between innings here, in between games. So if you need a minute, you can step out.
Well, no, I'll just give you a quick story because I know it's tough during the game. I'm actually an alumnus of Cottage Street. And, before this league, old school Halfball, there was one league, EC Halfball, and then 1 year on the off week, there was a Boston Halfball league. And they were both doing very well, except that COVID ended up killing the season, and eventually that Boston Halfball went away. But the Furies, the Jeffries Point, East Boston Yacht Club, and Cottage Street were all alumnus of that league. And my son was playing for a team from North Reading. I went down to watch him play. I was sitting at the desk just like you. We weren't broadcasting. And Cottage Street was short players that day, and they asked me to play. and so from that point on, I actually played for Cottage Street that year. Now, since they've won their 2 championships and got all this beautiful gear that they're wearing,
Of course.
I've been still waiting for one of mine.
Wow.
And forget it.
I mean, the Sox even gave Nomar a ring in
Really?
04, right?
Really?
So, come on.
I'm
Come
not
on, Cottage
grandfathered
Street.
in, I guess.
Wow. Unbelievable.
And let me say this, I don't have a dog in the fight. All these guys are my friends. I wish them all well before the game starts, and whoever prevails, prevails. Because They're all great guys.
Absolutely. With the exception of Jeff Harris.
Listen, this wouldn't be possible without Jeff Harris.
Absolutely.
And all you guys. You guys do a great job.
Thanks. It's a lot of fun. We appreciate it being here. Yeah, absolutely. You are allowed bathroom breaks. This is not... this isn't Foxconn. We're not building Apple products in China. You can go to the bathroom. We don't have nets outside the Marty Pino Center. For if anybody has. Welcome. We are here. You are watching the old school Halfball EB playoffs live from the Marty Pino Rec Center in lovely Orient Heights, East Boston. We are heading to Game 4 between the Jeffries Point Furies and Cottage Street. There we go. As we start Game 4. Game 4. And it looks like we are underway for Game 4. On the top of the first, Derek DeCiccio leading off. Had a quiet stick last game. Jeff couldn't hang on to that one behind the plate. Those camera angles there for you a little bit out there.
Game 4?
Game 4 is underway. Series is at 2-1. Jeffries Point Furies. DeCiccio leading things off.
He leads off with a potential homer. That's nice offensive play by Tim Scanlon that makes it a double. Paul will explain that.
Yes, the ground rules are interesting in halfball. So anything above the black there on the wall, anything above the black and the white is a home run. But if you catch it off the wall, that will downgrade it to a double. So as a defender, you are able to catch a home run off the wall and downgrade it to a double, saving a run or potentially multiple runs. So keep your head on a swivel if you play in the field in halfball here at Old School Halfball EB.
Paul, I think that's at least the second time Tim's done this in this
All right.
series. Game 1
Not a better time.
That was probably the margin of victory because I think they were up 1-0. There was a home run hit. I don't remember who, but he robbed it, made it a double. They got out of the inning, and then he hit the 2-run homer.
You are right.
To put them up 2-1.
Have an in Timmy. That's why they call him Old Swivel Scanlon. He keeps that head on a swivel. And immediately anything over his head, he's turned around, he's ready to field it. And once again, there we see Jeff dropping that potential
That was a
strikeout.
tough one.
That was a tough one. Really.
Take it easy on Jeff.
Oh, yeah, like he takes it easy on me? Sure, yeah.
Oh, he's going to be mad at me when he hits.
Ask my therapist how he takes it easy on me.
when he hears the commentary of the drop. I mean, I have to call it as it happens. I'm sure he appreciates, I hope he appreciates the professionalism.
Oh, he does. Deep down somewhere in that. Oh, there he is. Making up for it. Look at that. Little acrobatics there.
It took till game 2, but that's the first time that Ricky Trinita's been able to get Steven Scarpa out.
Yeah, Steven's been on a little hit parade today.
Paul, they didn't waste a lot of time in between games here. Were you able to get our sponsors in there?
I did get some sponsors in there. Yeah, that's right. See, everything happens so fast here at Old School Halfball EB. I mean, one of the things, not to, but I do believe today is the last day of the permits for the league, so we really have to finish the series up today, as far as I understand.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see how that all shakes out. If we are.
Well, the weather is getting better. Maybe if they have to, we can play those games outside.
The weather is getting better. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't checked it in the last 5 minutes, but not since the last 10 minutes. It's actually getting worse somehow as we head into further and further into spring. It gets colder. I don't know how that works, but welcome to New England. And welcome to Old School Halfball EB at the Marty Pino Rec Center in East Boston. As we head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the first, sorry. All right.
Yeah, switch him over. He's going to an interview now.
All right, and we are going to be joined live by our sideline reporter, Nate.
Is it in? Not yet.
Who is live. He should be in, yep. He's got to turn the microphone on. That would definitely help. See how we're doing. I don't know.
You don't know what it is at this point.
Darn it.
It's all good, Paul. I'll wait till the end.
1, 2, 3. Nothing out of that microphone? No.
Back on here.
Technical difficulties here.
Bottom of the second, bottom of the first.
Hey, we'll give you that right now.
See if Dante Swentry can twirl another one like he did in game 2 and 3.
All right.
Jay, before you leave, talk to me.
Mark, is it Jeffries Point? Is the home team Cottage Street this game, or do they switch?
Cottage Street is the home team here. They switch.
Oh, wait. Maybe I didn't have it right last time, or?
The first game, Furies was home. Second game, Cottage Street was home. Game 3 that we just did, they were home. The Furies. Now Cottage Street is home.
All right.
So if it goes 7, the Furies get the extra game.
Thanks a lot, Nate. As we head back here to game 4.
Mike Santolo up.
So you better have some sort of. Hey, but look for liquor. That's not you even though it's late.
What are we in? Is this top of the second? No. Bottom of the first?
No, this is top of the second.
Top of the second.
Top of the second. They alternate home and away until game 7. When, if it goes to that, the Furies will have the advantage. Dante's up. See if he can channel his brother. I think Dante might have the advantage pitching-wise. Base hit in the air.
Base hit.
And he did channel his brother Dennis, who I think is a little better hitter than Dante. He had 9 home runs, Dennis, this year.
Wow.
And so he must have been channeling his brother there. He got one in the air and it wasn't caught. It's a base hit. I went back to the top of the lineup. Derek DeCiccio, kind of quiet in game 1. Did hit the ball, put it in play. Not a lot to show for it. But
And we would like to mention
base hit.
that we do have a guest feature, so we can have folks at home, if you're watching the broadcast, join in.
I went back to watch it. You can't hear us. There's no, in the actual stream. Look. There's no voice for us.
Wow. I don't know what happened. Because we heard it on the broadcast.
Yeah.
On the headphones.
We heard it, but they didn't. Something to think about.
No, definitely.
Troubleshoot that next.
Thank you.
Jeff, Paul, Derek took a mighty swing there. He got part of the plate. That was about it. Moved the plate. But especially when we played out in the street, Halfball was about not necessarily hitting a perfect strike, but just being able to hit a pitch you think you can hit. Sometimes it could bounce, sometimes it could be low, sometimes it could be high. It's your ability to catch it. Right now they're locked in a battle with Ricky and Derek. He's locked in a little more maybe than he was in game 1. He's got that double. Should have been a homer, but it was robbed by Tim Scanlon. So Derek's got the eye today. Not that one. Strike out for Ricky.
All right, and that's going to end things here in the top of the first. As we head to the bottom of the second.
chasing. Good catch by Derek behind the plate. And now Dave Beatrice, who didn't play in the first game, but has played throughout the playoffs. Good stick. Very timely. As I mentioned before, he comes from a family. Two of his brothers were excellent baseball players, catchers, and they followed suit. A lot younger than them. I guess that's what we called back in the day a change. He was a change of life, baby. I played with both Mike and John. Shows you how old I am. Dave is 9 years younger than his brother Johnny. Mike is the oldest.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go home and start the other one. I'm going to watch the whole thing. I didn't see anything yet.
Being patient up there.
Like I said, it's the women's title match with all the Indians. Did you notice that? The fellas are in it. Yeah. That went on?
So far as from 4 up, 4 down for Dante, all strikeouts.
What's her name? It's her. Oh, really? Yeah, that looks like a good one. And then there's Sharon. The other two. Oh, okay, yes, but you, yes, that's right. All right, good. I didn't watch it last night.
As we said before, Dante sometimes has a tendency to get a little wild. Does keep the hitters off balance.
Not a boy, Dave! Yeah, they fought too. They were the three.
Swing and miss by Dave on an inside pitch that Derek wasn't able to handle. And I know Mr. DeCiccio, he's not happy camper right now. he takes every pitch and every at-bat to heart.
He's part of the all-hands team back there.
As we say in Boston, to heart.
To heart.
Dante has the final say. It's fifth strikeout.
You want to update me on the inning and outs? What do we got here?
2 outs.
2 down. What are we? Top third?
This is the
bottom 2.
Bottom second.
Bottom second, 2 down. All right. No score. Here in Game 4, series lead by Jeffries Point Furies. They're up 2-1 on Cottage Street. Cottage Street looking to three-peat as they've won the last 2 consecutive championships here at Old School Halfball EB. And you can check us out at oldschoolhalfballeb.com. Check out all the action at oldschoolhalfballeb.com. If you're just joining us, you're here live with Neighborhood Sports Network. It's live, it's local, it's NSN. I'm Paul Marullo, alongside my colleague here, Mr. Mark Petroselli.
And Dante just 6 up, 6 down, all strikeouts. So
wow.
His domination continues.
He's having a Pedro-esque day out there.
I don't want to take any credit away from him because he's really pitching lights out. But it seems like Cottage Street might have picked the worst time to go into a little bit of a slump.
Boy, they must have pulled those sticks out of the freezer this morning because they are cold. I would like to remind everyone out there that there is a a way for you to join our broadcast if you'd like to call in. There is a link in the description of the YouTube feed. There should also be a link on the Old School Halfball EB Facebook page on the post. If you click through the link, you can join us here live on the broadcast. Call in with your thoughts.
And I don't know if you noticed, Paul, but that's 2 in a row that Ricky's been able to get out Stephen Scotland today. That's a yeoman's task to get him. He's had such a great day.
He's really been putting the stick on the ball.
He was the reason they won Game 1, going 4 for 4 with a home run.
Oh, and Timmy's able to keep that in front of him.
That was a pretty hard hit ball by Dave Sullivan. Another excellent defensive play by Timmy Scanlon.
The run saver, Timmy Scanlon.
I hear rumors that at the end of the season party, there's going to be gold gloves given out.
Rumors in East Boston? No.
For each team. And I don't know if there's a question of, I think Timmy Scanlon, I think is the odds-on favorite to win it for Cottage Street.
Wow. My vote would be for DeCiccio, Jeffries Point.
Well, that's for that. I'll tell you, Jeffries Point, Mike Santola won it last year. They didn't have a team one last year; they had a league one, and he won it. He was on everybody's ballot. So, I mean, he'll give DeCiccio tough competition. But Gerald expanded it this year, felt there were a lot more deserving players of a gold glove, and I like that idea.
Oh, Joe.
Joe Turco just struck out on a beautiful let-up pitch by Dante. He took a little something off that, and Joe was ahead of it.
Yeah, we'd just like to thank one of our sponsors here at Old School Halfball EB, Shea Electric and Mini Splits. Call Mark Shea for all your electrical and mini split services. He has his local 103 service. Mark is your guy. Very reliable and great work. Email Mark at smark98@comcast.net for all your electrical and mini split needs.
I wanted to ask you, you're coming on the 9th, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah. I get a bunch of shit. We'll talk
Timmy Scanlon just lined one off the wall. Pretty sure that was a double.
A double for Scanlon. Big rip.
Joe, you didn't see it? Two.
double.
All right. Ricky Trinito, as the old saying goes, when pitchers did bat, he can help his own cause. Oh,
Eric.
DeCiccio, infrequent drop there.
Wow.
But that pitch came in blazing.
Might want to take those oven mitts off, Derek. Very uncharacteristic.
Check there by Trinito. They just went to the third base umpire. It really doesn't exist. But anyway, it was a check.
Big pending. You better come up with one for your pitcher.
I always love to look down the line. I love that. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday morning out there. This is Game 4 of the Championship Series. Jeffries Point up 2-1. Cottage Street going to claw their way back to even this series up to 2.
Thought they climbed the ladder on that, and Ricky was more than happy to help him. Another strikeout for Dante.
1 out of 2 outs here. Way to hang on. This should be in it for the third out.
So 2-3. Have no score. Dante's pitching to Beauty, as is Ricky. So we're in another pitcher's loop, Paul.
Wow.
Top of the fourth.
Yeah, moving right along here.
Back to the top of the order, and Mr. DeCiccio is up.
Ooh, base hit. That one is going to get by Turco. As he gets down, but not an out. It's going to put a runner on first with one out at the top of the fourth. For Big Steven, who's been swinging quite a big stick today. Let's see if Ricky can keep him off balance here.
And I don't know if he was here during the first game because I didn't see him, but I see Steven's son was over there, and he actually played when they were short-handed in the game and hit a home run. And he's 12 or 13 years old. I'm not sure, but you see him over there.
Oh, sorry.
He must be seriously proud of his father today. Ricky's rearing back.
Yeah, he's putting a little extra mustard on
Well,
this
he's got
hot dog.
He's got the best of him so far in this game with a tip strikeout and a regular strikeout.
Steven being real selective up there. With a scoreless game in the top of the fourth. Runner on first. One swing can change the complexion of these games, as it often has. Oh, and he chased, it was a little.
A little impatient there.
Jeff hung on for that second out.
Steven's Scott are big boys. And so if that was high for him, imagine for me.
Dad, you gotta give me a minute. You caught me off a little high, a little. Yeah, I'm looking.
I think Dave just missed a beautiful pitch. He wasn't ready.
The bleachers are full here. We got the bleacher bums out here today at Marty Pino Rec Center.
You think we'll get a wave later on? Or?
Yeah. We'll try to get Paulione to start a wave. Paulione in the house. The Misfits.
I think my team, the Cousins, are well represented. Scott Sinelli, Steve Bossy, my son Jay Petroselli. Oh.
Big strike, swing and a miss. That's going to end the top of the fourth.
Inning, despite the single.
Share screen. It gives me the option in Switcher Studios, share screen.
Oh, it's not on. So
it's not on. Oh, you guys aren't being covered at all?
No.
I thought they had a camera on the booth.
We did. We don't really use it.
Back to the top of the order. Last of the fourth. Jeff Harris looking to get on track.
Mr. 34.
say Jeff had a notion, then he held back.
Well, I'd like to know it. You got the notion.
We got music here now, and so Paul's going to give us a little rhythm, a little dancing.
A little rhythm if you got the blues. On this overcast Sunday morning. Certainly not the nicer day last week, if I recall. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
See how long Dante can hold Jeff down. It's really mano a mano here. These two. So far, Dante's got the best of them. We've seen Jeff's heroics throughout these playoffs, especially in the semifinals he got here.
Oh, that grand slam. Oh, yeah.
In the same game.
Yep. He hit the grand slam to tie it. They were down 4-0, which was a seemingly insurmountable lead. Hit the bases loaded, hit a huge grand slam, came up a couple innings later and hit a 2-run shot, put them up 6-4. That's how the game ended. You can view that replay on the Old School Halfball EB Facebook page.
Free swing. Hit the ground.
Well, Jeff did go golfing recently, so I can see that.
Well, I've seen it here, and of course, back in the day, I've seen people pick off a ball off the ground, off a bounce, and send it into Never Land.
Like it was a par 5. Hit that long tee shot. No score, bottom of the 4th in Game 4. Jeffries Point leads the series 2-1.
Give me nothing. Whatever I feel. I get up and whatever. Okay. What do I feel like doing today?
Look at Joe Turco on deck, locking in. This guy's dedication to the sport. Gotta love that.
For these pitches, when you're in a game like this, a close game, these are all high leverage pitches. I mean, when no team's leading 4-0, 5-0.
You make one mistake.
Every pitch, and like you said, Joe is locked in, he's practicing his swing in the on deck circle there. Jeff's taking advantage of every one that he knows won't get caught. Of course, you're running the risk there. Because every once in a while, the catcher makes a fantastic catch.
And if there's one to do it, it's going to be Derek DeCiccio.
Yeah. Derek's done it more than once.
Once again, I'm your NSN reporter, Paul Marullo, joined alongside me with Mr. Mark Petroselli.
Glad to be here.
Great addition to the booth, Mark. Thank you for bringing your expertise and knowledge.
Well, this is our second day together. I don't know if we're up for an Emmy yet.
Yeah.
But, I'm having the time of my
I don't think Don Oscillo and Remy have anything to worry about.
Yeah. Foul. This is a tong one. This is bad.
I'm hoping that one of the video game developers out there is watching. Maybe they'll, develop a Halfball PlayStation game or something. That could be fun. I'd like to see that. somebody's kids going to video game school out there. I think that's a thing these days. Halfball video game. You can't. You can hear yourself, but you can't hear me. Hello, check 1 2. Oh, Derek couldn't hang on to that. Kicking himself for that.
Dante really needed that one.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a long at bat.
Sure has. Jeff's not going to make it easy on you. He never does. And it definitely gets frustrating for a pitcher out there when at-bats get long and you're liable to make a mistake, at that point. So, mental toughness, big part of the game.
I mean, there's a lot of fine plays turned in there, and there's a lot of plays that aren't made, and you have to take the good with the bad.
Sure do, and if you're from East Boston, you know all about that. That's what we love celebrating here at NSN, the traditions of East Boston, Halfball being one of them. I was talking before the game. My memories of playing Halfball was up on West Eagle Street back in the late 80s.
He finally wins that battle.
Wow. And he did battle. Way to hang in there, Dante, and not give in to Mr. Harris.
I think that had to be 25, 30 pitches.
I'm sure it was. Jeffrey is nothing if not patient.
No.
He will wait for his.
I'll say this, we talk about the traditions and everything of Halfball. I mean, this game was pretty much almost gone. And, in my family, my cousin Joe found these Halfballs online, and we started teaching the kids, so we were playing, and then a group in East Boston, same thing, they were doing some tournaments for charity, and before you know it, a handful of years later, a league sprung out.
Wow. Yeah.
What was almost extinct. We were almost there with those sand things on Revere Beach, where they had a good portion of the beach cordoned off for these birds. We were almost in the same category.
I know we mentioned it earlier in the game one, but any chance we have, Jeff Harris had reached out to the contingent of Halfball folks out in Philadelphia that run leagues, try to maybe get a yearly tournament going, alternate, sites, 1 year in Philly, 1 year in Boston, build a little bridge. But stonewalled. They did not answer any of his messages, and we would just like to send a very
nice catch by Derek DeCiccio on circle.
Way to hang on to that one.
Now it's up to Tim, who's got the lone hit, rocket double, lower part of the wall off of Dante.
And we also have better steak and cheeses in Massachusetts. For the record, shaved steak is much better than those beef flaps they serve you out there with the cheese whiz. What is that garbage? So we just wanted to tell Philly where the city brother love to go and stick their cheesesteaks. Thank you, Philly.
I really think where the styles are so different, Paul, that they want no part of us.
Yeah, they don't want no part of us. That's right.
And I know we'd be willing to compromise. We could easily play their way. I don't know if they could play our way.
Very true. So you were telling me that they play a style where you can see like Dante pitching out here, a very smooth kind of sidearm, fast pitch action.
It's almost like an underhand toss, and it becomes like a home run derby. And they also play defense where if you catch it off the wall, I guess it's an out. But everybody hits. I think a strikeout is like so rare.
Wow. That is different.
Where strikeouts are so prevalent in our league, strikeouts are like a dinosaur in their league.
Wow. Well, I can understand that those people in Philadelphia.
What do they know?
What do they know? I mean, I'm sure there's some nice, wonderful people out there, but all joking aside, don't we have anybody from the Philly area tuning into our broadcast today? So this stays with us, Easty, right? Just keep it in. And that'll end the fourth inning. So we're going to go to the top of the fifth. But we were at least, we were a little miffed that we didn't even get, any sort of reply or interest.
So no answer at all?
No answer at all, right? Not even a sorry, not interested.
Not interested,
just you could see they saw the message.
That sounds like Philly.
That's exactly like Philly, right? Exact brotherly love my butt, right? Yeah, those guys. Screw that. And their dumb TV show, It's Always Sunny too. I'll tell you why. Boston. Their very first joke they made, and I'll never forget this, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because it came out in about 2005. It was the year after we played Philly in the Super Bowl. Yeah. And their very first joke was a joke about Tom Brady getting hurt. And I shut that show off so fast, let me tell you, and I've never watched a minute of it since.
Well, Paul, you're going to get a dose of more Philly-Boston because the Celtics open up today at 1 o'clock against the 76ers.
So very apropos.
NBA playoffs.
Excellent. So we're always on the cusp of what's happening here at MSN.
Oh, so. You're going to see pictures of Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell, Larry Bird,
Dr. J.
We'll Be Free.
We'll Be Free.
The Boston Strangler, Andrew Toney, Paul Pierce. And of course, our present Celtics, led by Jalen.
If I can, just big middle finger to Philly today. All around. Let's go Celtics. And looks like we won't have a Boston-Philly half-ball tournament. But that's all right. We are keeping the tradition here alive from Marty Pino Rec Center. Thank you for joining us out there. You're watching Neighborhood Sports Network. Oh, Jeff Harris! Whoa! Had that in the palm of his hand, but just couldn't clutch. What an effort!
There was a consolation prize for effort. Jeff Harris would get it on.
Oh, he'd have.
I don't think there's too many catches in this league. And Derek might be, but I don't know. I think Jeff might have been the only one in this league.
Yeah, absolutely.
Darby's making some contact. Got one hit already.
We're here in the top of the fifth, game 4. Series of 2-1.
Oh.
Jeffries Point.
Not this time.
Big swing.
He puts him away. Back to Mr. DeCiccio, who's 2 for 3 in this game, Paul.
Wow.
He's been putting the bat on the ball. Say, if we were taking pictures of Ricky Tronino, I don't know if you remember, Jimmy Connors used to grunt when the old tennis player.
Yeah.
And Ricky's almost grunting out there as he's throwing those pitches. He's really reaching back for something extra.
Well, he knows what's at stake. This is it. It all comes down to this.
I think later on too. I think John McEnroe used to grunt too. But again, my memory is not as what it used to be. Let's just put it this way. There were tennis players that used to grunt when they hit the ball.
I enjoyed the female grunting, but that was completely different. Something about those.
That's on our midnight show.
Tennis skirts and grunting. Make tennis interesting. That's for sure. As my aunt always used to like to say, in tennis, love means nothing.
Again, Derek puts it in play.
Terrific
catch.
Look at shorthand with Timmy Scanlon. Wow. What a play. That's going to end the inning.
Yep. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Everybody's looking for those elusive one-swing hit that will change this game.
And Old School Halfball EB would like to recognize one of our sponsors, Cafe Della Sport Eastie. Looking for espresso, gelato, panini, and cocktails for the patio? Cafe Della Sport Eastie has it all. Italian coffee, pastry, and desserts. Stop by Cafe Della Sport.
Trinio leads off.
We're on the top of the sixth?
Bottom.
Bottom of the fifth. Sorry, bottom of the fifth. Bottom. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Scoreless game 4. Jeffries Point up 2-1.
Beautiful. To no avail.
Neighborhood Sports Network. It's
I
live.
blew it right by him.
It's local. It's NSF.
Yes. But I'm busy right now. I'm in town. Hello, hello.
Big swing and miss.
Good strikeout. Dante.
Dante's
Not that I've told you the capabilities of Mike Santola as a defensive player, and now Steven Scarpa's out there. But, they look like a couple of linebackers out there.
You're right. I can't tell. Are they blitzing or are they? What are they
I don't
doing?
know.
I think they're slipping back in coverage on this one. It's Jeff Harris at the plate.
Jeff, he's looking. He had a terrific at bat the last time. It's a no avail. It's still ended in the strikeout. He's searching. I don't know how long you can keep Jeff Harris down.
Yeah. Well, Dante's been cruising so far today through these first 2 games.
I mean, I sound like I'm a member of the Jeff Harris fan club, but I'm only going by the actual facts. He's a terrific hitter, so give Dante all the credit.
He's a terrific guy as well. Yeah. We'll give him his flowers. We appreciate all the hard work that Jeff Harris does. And that's the 3rd out.
Yeah.
Now we're going to head to the top of the 6th. And
Steven Scott will be leading off.
Pretty quiet offensively here today for both teams. Has not been a lot of fireworks. 1-0 in Game 3 to start the day as Jeffries Point took the lead in the series 2-1. Here comes Steven Scarpa to the plate. He's swung the hot stick. Probably has the most hits today.
Yes, he was 4 for 4 in the first game. Ricky's kept him down with 3 strikeouts in this game. But, that was a terrific catch by Jeff.
Nice.
Behind the plate. So he's handled Stevens in this second game. He's quieted him down.
Looks like we're going to be headed for some extra.
Unless something happens here.
Something happens.
We're headed for extras. Do I get paid more for that?
It's a non-union contract, so
I'll take an extra bottle of water.
It's Amazon warehouse rules here. We have empty Gatorade bottles in case you need to urinate. It's
Ice cream.
You can see if you're listening and watching, there's still, despite the competition, despite the pressure, there's still room for some jokes and some laughs.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's East Boston for you. You know, 1 minute you're yelling and screaming.
And I think there's a fair share that not everybody still lives in East Boston here. And but there's one thing that a model that I've always lived by, Paul, and I mean, I think you've lived the same thing. You can take someone out of East Boston, but you can never take East Boston out of them.
You cannot. I've heard stories, small world stories of people from East Boston meeting other people from East Boston in remote locales like Jamaica, or and they just knew each other instantly.
Yeah.
So, and they have that same mentality.
It's just a bond.
It sure is.
It's quite a bond. Okay. Cottage Street's last chance here.
As we enter the bottom of the sixth,
We could have a walk-off.
Dante trying to pitch Jeffries Point to East Boston half-ball supremacy.
I don't know what Joe was looking for, but if they were called strikes, that would have been one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he swung at a borderline strike, and Mr. DeCiccio made a beautiful catch. 1-0.
Denise, the nephew, DeCiccio. Good man back there. Tim Scanlon stepping up to the plate. No stranger to heroics himself.
And not a native of East Boston, but let me tell you, he fits right in.
We've adopted him, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely solid guy.
Of course, I like him because of his haircut. So we kind of have the same haircut.
I'm not far behind you guys, I'll tell you that.
Well, you got a lot more than I do on top.
Maybe we can get Hair Club for Men to sponsor the show.
Was it Dr. Mike LaPresta? He's on every other commercial on Sports Network.
Is he the guy that did Julie Edelman's hair?
Yeah. And Scalabrini and all these other people.
Scalabrini has done a thing in the last few years recently where he calls out people online who say he's a scrub, and he goes to play them.
Oh.
He's traveled all around the country to play people.
Well, there was an actual show. It was called Pros vs. Joes.
Oh.
And that just proves the point how far away these people are. I mean, the pros are 0.5% of 1% of the greatest athletes in this country and around the world with some of these leagues. And let me tell you something, Scalabrini loves to play the game. He goes to gyms. I don't know if he's in his age now, he's going every day. But he would go to gyms, and he would say that he would have to stop playing because he's too good. And you develop bad habits.
Yeah.
And that's when he was playing.
Wow.
When he was still playing in the league. Now he doesn't care because it's all pickup. But he proves his point.
He
how
does.
good they are.
So he does. He's shut up many an internet warrior by literally showing up and playing them.
Yeah.
And I just think that's hilarious. Big swing and a miss for Scanlon.
Comes down to Mr. Trinito. Can he win the game for himself? And he's going to try right-handed.
Well, look at this. We've got a Mr. Al Baraldo out there that would like to join the broadcast. Yes, Al. We're going to take a look.
Well, we're going to extras.
Hello, Mr. Baraldo.
How we doing today, guys?
Fantastic. Thank you for joining the broadcast. Our first ever remote guest. How you enjoying the action out there, Al?
Excellent weather up there.
Can you hear him, Mike? I can hear him a little. Al, you with us? Oh, we had you. We lost you, Al. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, excellent. I wish I was in the action instead of watching it.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is interesting.
I'm here.
We apologize. This is our first time.
You got a delay going on.
Yeah, there is a delay. Wow. I don't know. This is certainly something different here. Mike, are you familiar with Al Baraldo?
Well, Al joined the league with the Ironhead Shot Club a couple of years ago, and he's a really good player. I mean, he can pitch, he can hit, and he's made some clutch hits. And I think that's what he's known for. It seems like in a time when you need that big hit, Al comes up with it.
Absolutely.
And I have to say this: in the tournament this last year, when we mixed up the teams, I was up against Dante Screnci, who we see is a really good pitcher. I happened to hit a pretty good one to the outfield, and Al robbed me of that hit. Thanks, Al.
Yeah, I think, Al, what you want to do is almost like, remember in the old days with the radio broadcast, you turn off your radio there, and you want to be watching your phone screen because of the delay from the broadcast. But thank you for joining us. Derek DeCiccio, line shot. That's going to put a runner on second.
One out.
We'll go back to I think the problem is, Al, I don't know if we can hear you.
Let's go, Derek, with a double.
Yeah, I don't think we can hear him.
Mr. DeCiccio, third hit of the day. With 2 doubles and a single.
Base hit. Whoa.
Hit the foul pole.
Whoa.
It hit the pole. Hit the pole. Base hit.
So the commentary is also coming in delayed, and it's doubling up. I don't think it has anything to do with my volume. I have my volume down.
Yeah, Al, I gotta say, I'm so sorry. We're in the bottom of the 6th here, and we gotta figure out an audio issue as well, because it doesn't seem like it's coming through the broadcast. I want to thank you for being our first ever caller to try this and be our guinea pig. And I apologize, but maybe we're going to end this. We'll figure it out. I thank you for joining us out there.
Thank you, Will.
Have a great Sunday, sir.
So, I mean, they're a little controversial that was that close, but I definitely...
I wasn't ignoring you. I like them to decide it and then say to me instead of looking at everything.
Right. But I definitely think that caught part of the poll.
I had the poll, 100%.
I told you, my eyesight sometimes in question. Comes out to Mike Santolo, first and third, 2-1. There was a time for Mike to come through. This would be it. Talk about a pressure back situation here. First and third, 2 outs. Top of the 7th.
Back to that first and third.
Got double by Decision, single by Scapa. They get out of the inning.
Wow.
Gets out of the inning.
Wow. We're going to go extra innings here. As well, we tried our first call-in guest. Thank you, Mr. Alvarado, for calling in and joining. We did have an audio issue there.
Still working through some of the kinks.
A lot of kinks. If we were banned in the 60s, we'd be called the Kinks.
Good music reference.
Yeah. It's not easy being a mobile broadcast unit here, as you see all the equipment we have. Jeff Harris has provided.
And Paul, it's not easy having a partner who's technically useless.
No, you've got more half-ball information in that noggin, and we appreciate it.
Well, I know that's why I'm here, not for my technical.
Absolutely. I thought it was your good looks, Mark.
No, I think you strike out on that one.
As we are here in the top of the 7th in Game 4. No score. Jeffries Point leads the series 2-1. Cottage Street looking at three-peat. This would be Jeffries Point's first championship, I would assume, Mark? Oh, Jeffries Point's first.
Oh, yes, yeah. This is their first time in the finals. Like I said, they've knocked on the door. They're a very competitive team. But the additions of Dante pitching and Derek hitting this year really put them over the top. Knocked them up a level. They finished third this year. It was a 12-4-4 record, but they easily could have been second or first. That's how good they were. There were very few games that they weren't involved. Every game you went against the Furies was a tough game.
I'm not surprised. Guys like Dante Scrunchy and Derek DeCiccio, Steven Scapa. Dennis Scrunchy as well, who's away this weekend at a wedding. Seems like the in-laws. Probably working on behalf of Cottage Street. Scheduled a wedding, so Dennis couldn't make it today.
All I know is both pitchers. I'm going to again use an old reference. You could come up with a more up-to-date sponsor, but they're going to need their Ben Gay after this. After this day. What as Shaq would say, was it icy hot?
Icy hot, yeah, that would. Oh, I'm no spring chicken, Absolutely.
There's no spring in my name at all. On my body.
Those springs are all rusted out years ago.
Yeah. Everything's kind of settled. Although I will say, I still love to play the game, and I think I hold my own. I'm not an all-star, but I'm competitive. That puts it in play. That's a hit.
Oh, Dante. Laying out for that. It didn't stop. It was still moving.
I don't know.
I think it was an out.
Moving.
Yeah. If I had to...
Called it an out?
It looked like an out to me. I don't think it stopped. It was
very close.
It still had a little bit of momentum. We want to thank our sideline reporter today, Nate Lemire.
I showed up, man.
No, you know what? Absolutely. Thank you.
Showed up. I did one interview. I killed it.
For my money, you know, I want to say, we like to say game centric. There's a little too much going on with all these bells and whistles that, you know, we appreciate the effort made.
Absolutely. We're lucky to have you here. That's all that matters.
I don't know if Jeff would agree with that, but
that's why Jeff's not here. But you are. My brother, you're in charge. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, Chief.
Absolutely. You guys have a great weekend.
You too, Nate. We appreciate your efforts, too.
Paul, we might have a commission's decision here, even though everybody, Furies were calling out.
Momentum. Let's stop.
So is commission was in a hit?
Yeah.
It's a hit.
It is a hit. That was ruled a hit.
Or maybe Jeff Harris is off the snide. Sometimes all you need is a bleeder or a blooper.
We
That
could
would
go to a
qualify.
replay with that.
Yeah. Forward momentum. Stop. All stop. You go.
Sorry to overwhelm you with this stuff.
Not at all, man. Have a good one, Nate.
So tell Jeff I'll call him later, all right?
Yep.
Here's Joe with a chance to send Cottage Street home happy.
I think what I'd like to say about broadcasting Halfball, and we've tried to bring a lot of bells and whistles. We tried to bring instant replay and
There's
sideline
no sound.
reporters and all kinds of things. That one's going to get by for a hit.
Joe literally
On the interview,
picked that
on
off
the
the
stream. I did a whole interview on stream. No
First
sound.
and second, 1 out. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah. So, no, there's just been a little bit frustrating this morning. I think ultimately, too many bells and whistles. Focus on the game. The game is what we're here for. I think, just the thing is we're not looking to fill time. The action happens so fast. If anything, we're trying to keep up with the action. And so it's not like we're looking to fill time here with all these bells and whistles. And I think it's just a matter of staying in the game. That is what is most important to me.
I look at it this way. I mean, like you say, it's a mobile broadcast. We're trying to do a lot of different things. But for the people that can't be here, they still have the opportunity to watch it or listen to it. And I don't care if it's sketchy. I don't care if it's like an old 45 or a black and white movie. They're getting the broadcast.
Absolutely. You're right. Absolutely.
And like I said, Paul, you guys are providing a great service.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun being here, and I think that's the other problem is when it stops being fun, then you don't want to do it, and we don't want to get to that point.
Right.
So
I hope I don't bring it to that point.
No, Mark, if anything, you've been a breath of fresh air. I enjoy it. Timmy Scanlon once again. Going yard. Tim Scanlon, one swing of the bat. Are we in the...
That's it.
That's it. That was
That's
bottom of the... Yeah, so
that was a 3-run homer.
a 3-run shot for Tim Scanlon in the bottom of the 7th is going to end it.
Extra inning.
Wow.
That's 2 games that Mr. Scanlon has won pretty much by himself.
Absolutely. Wow.
It was. It probably wasn't the most hardest hit home run, and you won't have a velocity exit on it that will be shocking. But it was well placed, and it was well enough hit. It caught the corner, and it took a bounce that it was pretty much almost impossible to catch.
That was amazing.
Trouble. The bats are waking up.
Amazing. Wow, and that's how we end Game 4 with a 3-run shot from Timmy Scanlon, who's done it twice. Second walk-off in the series for Tim Scanlon. Ties the series at 2. 2-2 in the series. Tim Scanlon has had a walk-off in both Cottage Street wins. How about that for heroics?
Well, we made that mistake the last time. The first one wasn't a walk-off.
It wasn't a
on
walk-off.
top of the inning, but it was a difference in the win. And again, we point out that he had made a terrific defensive play in that top of the inning.
That's right. Thank you for keeping me on. Mark, you've got a great memory for Halfball, for these games, for these plays and these players. Your contributions have been amazing. We're going to take a break here between games before we head to Game 5. And how about a word from our sponsors?
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right. You know what? I'm a little tired. Oh, I got. Thank God Paul's here. That's all I
don't know what's
When it comes to consistency at the plate, these are the names leading the way in old school halfball EB. At number 1, it's Derek DeCiccio of the Furies, leading the league with 26 base hits, setting the tone all season long. Right behind him, Billy Delarusso from Kelly Square Pub with 25 hits, continuing to be one of the most dangerous hitters in the game. In third, Scott Sinelli of the Cousins with 19 hits, followed by Sandro Bruni of the Misfits, checking in with 18, making his presence felt every time he steps to the plate. Kelly Square Pub shows its depth with 3 more hitters on the list: Gerald Carino, John Forbes, and Mark Shea, all consistently getting on base and keeping the pressure on. These are the hitters who set the table, drive the action, and change the game with every swing. And as we move forward, expect these names to keep showing up in big moments.
Well, the first time I did it.
Every league has its history. In an old school halfball EV, that history is quickly turning into a rivalry. It all started in 2022 with Kelly Square Pub, first team to claim the league's inaugural title. But in 2023, Cottage Street took them down in the finals. And in 2024, they did it again. Back-to-back championships. Both times defeating Kelly Square Pub. Last year, with the distance, a full 7-game series, one of the best the league has ever seen. But this year, the story takes a turn. Kelly Square Pub has been eliminated. So now the question becomes, who steps up next? Will it be the Misfits or the Furies? Who earns the right to challenge Cottage Street in the 2026 finals? A new chapter is about to be written.
You catch any part of the foul ball, it's there.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter where it is.
Every year, friends, family, and the community come together for something bigger than just a day on the golf course. The Jeff Stone Memorial Golf Tournament. Held at the Trollbrook Golf Course in Tewksbury, this event is all about honoring Jeff Hollywood Stone, bringing people together for a day filled with golf, laughs, and unforgettable moments. From the early morning tee-off to the post-round barbecue, live music, raffles, and games, it's more than just a tournament. It's an experience. With contests like Closest to the Pin, Hole-in-One challenges, and chances to win incredible prizes, there's something for everyone, whether you're playing or just there to enjoy the game.
So did you guys lose sound?
This summer, the game comes outside.
You figure it out.
Old School Halfball EV presents the annual Outdoor Halfball Tournament, taking on the Marty Pino Community Center, outdoor basketball courts in East Boston. Mark your calendars, August 8th and August 9th. This is a draft-style tournament, bringing together players from all over to compete, connect, and battle it out for bragging rights. The double elimination format, every team gets a shot, and no one goes down easy. And in true old school halfball fashion, there is no minimum pitching age. If you can bring it, you can play. 2 days, high energy, big moments, and the best of the halfball community all in one place. This is more than a tournament. It's the Summer Classic in East Boston. Don't miss it.
Timmy, I told him he's got a partner that technical wise, forget it.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Next generation concerts, they create events that bring people together, giving local musicians a place to perform, connect, and grow. And for Jeff, This runs deep. Growing up in East Boston, he played halfball with his father and his brothers. So supporting old school halfball EV isn't just about giving back. It's personal. It's about keeping traditions alive, bringing people together, and making sure the next generation has the same opportunities and memories as we did. We're proud to have their support and thankful for everything they do. Jackie and Jeff DeModna, Next Generation Concerts, supporting local, making a difference. In Malden Modified has been part of the city for generations. Dating all the way back to 1940, the league began as the Protestant Church Athletic Association, built to bring people together through competition, character, and pride. Over the years, it's grown into what we know today as Malden Modified Softball, a league filled with history, rivalries, and players who carry on the tradition every summer. Played under the lights at Linden from May through August. Teams battle it out week after week, building something bigger than just the scoreboard. It's fast, it's competitive, and it's played with respect for the game and those who came before. From regular season nights to playoff runs in August, every inning adds to the legacy. Malden Modified Softball.
Hey, Timmy.
Lives on.
This is going to sound like a criticism, but you only have, because I did all the stats.
You
got 2 hits, 3 hits?
You
No, you only have 2 home runs in the playoffs. There's 2 more to So if you can only have 2.
Yeah, those are the 2, yeah. Yeah, I think I literally only have, I might have 4, but I think I have 3 hits, 2 home runs, and that double. Yeah.
Well, but when it matters. The double with
Yeah, I know. Like this high up.
Yeah, that's it. So you don't have to stress. And they work with all major insurance companies to make the process as smooth as possible. The state-of-the-art facility and dealer-trained technicians, they stay ahead of the latest technology to make sure your vehicle comes back looking like new. And around here, reputation matters. And Daniel Chuck Auto Body has been delivering for the community for decades. Proud supporters of old school halfball ED.
Oh, are they already started?
Yeah. So if you have this work, don't take chances. Go with the name you can trust.
And we're starting things up here in Game 5. Series tied at 2.
Cottage Street is the visiting team in this one. Jeff Harris is leading off, and we're going to see whether that hit that he got in the last game, it wasn't one of his hardest hit balls. It's made a difference, because he's been slumping a little. We all know what he's capable of, Jeff. And I think the series ball is starting to. It might be the battle of attrition between the 2 pitchers, between Dante and Ricky, because they're shouldering the load right now. Unless Joe Turco was throwing for Cottage Street, I haven't seen it yet. But if I'm guessing it's going to be Ricky again.
Watch the bench, Mike.
Another contact by Jeff to foul. They got the best of them. Strike out.
And here we are once again, starting Game 5, series tied at 2. For Neighborhood Sports Network, I'm Paul Marullo, joined alongside by my colleague here, Mr. Mark Petroselli.
We got a series here.
The brain of the game. The brain of the game, as I'm going to call him now. Mr. Petroselli, thank you for joining us these last 2 weeks and providing valuable insight.
Well, a lot of people say I got a lot of room in my head, so there's plenty of space for a lot of that knowledge. is the hero of Game 1 and Game 4, Tim Scanlon. Only 2 home runs in the playoffs. He's had some other hits, but those 2 home runs are 2 very important home runs. It has this series tied up 2-2.
Right on.
Not as in other games. Every once in a while, it's a little period of wildness. Well, that was a nice pitch. Tim didn't seem ready for it.
Here you go.
But Tim starts off this inning in his game with a single. Takes care of Mr. Beaches. Into the inning. 1 hit, no runs. Bottom of the first coming up for the Furies. Furies lead off man. Derek DeCiccio had 3 hits in the last game. Been locked in. Takes a high pitch, knocks it in for a single. As I said before, they're giving Ricky Trinito a break. Joe Turco was pitching.
Hit is right.
I didn't catch what the pitching was a double or a single.
Double.
Double. First and third for the Furies with no out. Dave Colvin up. A little bit of a rough beginning for Joe Turco. Right off the bat, the Cottage Street is in a little bit of a bind here. They've worked out of games before.
Series tied at 2 games apiece here in Game 5. About the first is first out.
taken out of those hands has been nothing. It's nothing. Very resilient, Paul. You can only play with fire so long before you get burnt. We all know that one from when we were growing up. Don't go near that stove.
Joe Turco taking the mound here. Game 5 for Cottage Street. Although Ricky certainly was pitching his butt off today.
I really think this is where it's one of the biggest pluses for the Furies this year is that they've had 2 pitchers, and it's all fallen on Dante today. And I think if Dennis was here, he'd probably be pitching this game. I wonder if him not being here reflected in the gift that he's given.
I think it's a conspiracy by Cottage Street somehow to have one of Dennis's in-laws get married on championship weekend. But
Conspiracy theory, I'll tell you, it might have some merit.
First and third, 2 down.
It's interesting, and if you ever try to teach someone to throw a half ball, it's usually one finger on the bottom, one on the side, and the thumb holds it together.
Oh.
And it's like the motion of skipping a rock. If you can skip a rock, you can throw a half ball. Now, that doesn't mean that
Good
you're
analogy.
going to be proficient as soon as you start out, but if you work at it, you'll get pretty good at it. Joe is one of the few people that I've met that uses 2 fingers on the bottom.
See, that's fouled off. I wasn't sure if it should be 2 or 1.
But he uses these 2 on the bottom. It's still 1 on top.
Oh.
These 2 on the bottom, I think. Yeah. Or maybe, now I'm not sure. But whatever, he uses an extra finger that most of us don't.
Maybe NSN, we can do a little deep dive one day on pitching. And Dante fouls that one off.
You're right, though. It's probably the 2 on top. But the thing is I had never run in all the years that I played. That of course I didn't take a survey, but I don't think many did the 2 finger. How did you throw it?
I wouldn't. I think 2, but I never really played consistently enough to figure it out, to be honest with you. One of my many frustrations with halfball, you want to be able to just throw a ball straight, and it's hard enough to do that.
Well, some people don't take to the pitch, and I'd like to do both, but some people have to.
Hey, Jeff Harris. There you go, kid.
Foul tip and a catch by Jeff. And Joe Consiglione would say that was a big squander.
Big squander with first and third there. And they get the third out. We're going to head to the top of the second.
Jimmy Atkins is back in there. He played in the first game today. And he was also our interview guest today, Jimmy Atkins was.
He was. Didn't go well. Had some issues, again, technical difficulties in the audio in. Really
Not that both parties weren't willing. I heard some of it, and there was some good questions.
Yeah, we heard it we heard it here, but we're not sure if it went through the broadcast. So we'll have to take a look at that back at NSN Labs. Figure that out.
Yeah, that's I
Again, injuries and family commitments are a part of everything with these games. But I think they could have used Dennis's bat, especially in that first inning as well.
Yeah, as well as his arm, for sure. Speaking of skipping rocks, Screechy getting a little frustrated out there. Again, mental composure, big part of the game, especially when you're pitching.
Dante would qualify. A lot of us here have Italian heritage in us, and
hot-blooded.
Hot-blooded and emotional. Dante's part of that.
Speaking of which, I recently had the pleasure of enjoying some Roy's hot peppers. If anybody out there is familiar with old Roy's, some of those hot peppers recently. Mingeros peppers, as they say. Shout out to Roy.
And as we're shouting out people, I'd like to shout out Gerald for providing the Gatorade and the water, and also Jeff Harris. Right through the playoffs, he's been getting Roma cannolis for us.
Oh, Roma's Bakery. Oh, delicious.
Out of Woburn?
Out of Woburn. Roma's in Woburn. Oh, we were there this morning. The smells, the pastries. I got a nice slice of the good old square pizza waiting for me in the truck after the game.
Nothing better than bakery pizza.
Absolutely. Especially, I'm sure Jeff will be yelling at me in the truck on the way home. So at least I could take solace in my Roma's pizza.
And again, thank you, Jeff, for being so thoughtful.
Yes, Jeff, thank you so much for making me wake up early on Sunday mornings, which I don't like to do. Donating my time, getting yelled at.
You're not a morning person, Paul?
I'm not a morning person, Mr. Mark.
I am, so.
Jeff is batting lefty. Is this, wait a minute. I am actually shocked. Wait a second here. This is not something, I have no idea what's going on. It's the championship game. Jeff Harris, who I've known since I was 5 years old. I've never seen him bat lefty. I've played Little League with him. I played neighborhood ball with him for years and years and years. All right, he's clearly just trying to throw Dante off because I've never seen him swing a bat lefty. That was definitely a ploy.
And you didn't see it there either.
You didn't see it there either. I'm not really quite sure what that was all about. Might have to have an interview with Jeff after the game and ask what that was all about.
It's just maybe taking a little bit of a respite.
Gamesmanship, I don't know, something. I don't know what that was. Because I couldn't see, we're talking about, pivotal game, championship series.
This is a Bill Withers, No Sunshine. This is an appropriate song for today.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah.
Well, like I said, there's some sunshine in the gym, none outside on this dreary spring day.
Mr. Petroselli bringing the sunshine with him today. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Jeff, big single.
Man on, one out. Man on first.
Turco steps in. I'll give you some of the ground rules here. As you look out into the field, you'll see a wall that is black on the bottom, white on top. Anything above the black is a home run, but if the fielder catches the ball off the wall, that was a home run. It will downgrade it to a double. In terms of grounders in the field, anything on the ground, if a fielder even so much as kicks it, keeps it in front of him, is still considered an out. If the ball on the ground loses momentum and comes to a stop.
What a beautiful play, double play.
Wow.
Derek DeCiccio on a tip by Joe Turco. Outstanding.
And that'll end the inning. As we head to the bottom of the second, still no score here. You're watching Neighborhood Sports Network. It's live. It's local. It's NSN.
And if we said many times before, a guy that makes the defensive play of the last inning leads off the next inning.
I always loved seeing that, a guy making a great defensive play and then coming up to the plate and doing something. Having in Derek DeCiccio. What do you say, kid? We're here live from the Marty Pino Rec Center in Wayne Heights, East Boston.
And as I said last week, I grew up with Marty Pino. There wasn't a better guy. Unfortunately, he left us. He died of cancer many years ago. But he left a legacy in East Boston. He's from Webster Street, Jeffries Point section. And he was very much involved in the community. He was an activist. And he gave a lot to East Boston.
Big personality. You always knew when Marty was in the building.
Big guy and big personality.
Yes. Yeah. And it's going to come back to the broadcast booth. A little too close for comfort there, Timmy Scanlon. Hey, Tim was about ready to dive into the broadcast booth there. Oh, Jeffrey could not hang on.
Did Devin Shrek?
Yeah.
I missed that. Sorry.
Go. Ooh, Steven strikes out.
Looks like Joe Turco's finding the groove now.
And Tim Scanlon once again providing the fireworks for Cottage Street in the previous game, Game 4, with a walk-off home run, 3-run shot in the bottom of the seventh.
Strong inning by Joe Turco. 3 strikeouts.
Very strong, quiet, keeping those bats quiet.
Yep. We head to the top of the third.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Paul Marullo, alongside my very esteemed colleague, Mr. Mark Petroselli.
Again, I'll reiterate, I'm happy to be here.
Tim Scanlon steps in. Swinging some big lumber.
He ended the game with a home run, and he started this game off with a single. So we might be seeing something here, Paul.
He's getting hot at the right time.
And I think I told you the story. When I first met Tim, we had Gerald was running a charity tournament for the Salesian Halfball, and we had a practice, and Tim came to it, and he was, to use the best terminology, he was befuddled that he couldn't make heads or tails, but he wasn't having much success. But to see him a few years later, he's definitely one of the better players in the league. But Tante got the best of him that time.
Sure did. Sprenchy dealing out there. It's all on his right arm today for Jeffries Point. You can see he's really giving it 110% out there. That's the one thing I will say, growing up in East Boston, that competitive spirit, we all had it. We all wanted to win. We wanted to win badly. We push our own mothers out of the way to win a game.
But back in the day, again, I'm a little older than you, Paul. But we didn't. Not everything was organized. Yes, we had Little League, and then later on we had Pop Warner, and this and some basketball. But we played a lot of stuff in the streets, and we settled our own arguments.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we divorced, and they say, look at your wife, look at your wife. Oh my God, yeah, she's better. That's what my daughter
We did some really great. We had some sports that we organized down in Maverick Projects.
Imagine now I see.
Mike Brazo's out there. He can tell you.
Mikey Braz.
We would we had a baseball league and a football league, and we'd all put up like $5 a game, have a little season, 10-week season, something at the end. 3 or 4 guys on the team split the winnings if you won the championship. I mean,
when I started playing softball, there weren't as many baseball leagues, and frankly, I wasn't good enough to play for the Javelli Jets. So I started softball at 19, 20 years old, and I played against Mikey's father, Joe Brazo.
Oh, wow.
And let me tell you something about Joe. Joe could hit. Joe would get up there, he'd have a cigarette in his mouth. He'd put the cigarette down at the plate, lace a double into the gap, pick up the cigarette, and run to second base. And the other thing is, he rescued greyhounds.
Wow.
And he would bring them down to the field when he wasn't playing. And he would let them go down to Boston Stadium, down the softball field. They would run from one end to the other. Joe was a character, Joe Brazo, good guy. I miss him. And I'm glad that I got to know Michael through Halfball.
Legends of the game, Joe Brazo.
Almost another great catch by David Beatrice is hanging in there. Yeah, Joe was one of the older gentlemen in our league. We had a handful of them. And we looked at him as a mentor. He was a real good guy. Korean War veteran.
Wow.
Mikey comes from a big field. 7 or 8 of them.
Wow. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Going into my 5th year. I've taken the offense on the
pitched by Dante. And Mike just joined the league a couple of years ago, and he took up. We practiced outside in the off season. We pick up on Sunday morning. And Mike started pitching, and he's turned himself into a very capable pitcher. Mike Brazo.
Always been a good athlete.
Another strong inning for Dante.
Into the bottom of the 3rd in Game 5. Series tied at 2 here between Jeffries Point Furies and Cottage Street.
I know you mentioned something about the tournament and that. I really can't see them going beyond 3 games today.
Right? No, yeah.
Everybody's arm is going to be hanging and that. But we'll see. And someone's going to be up 3-2 after this.
Yeah, very tight series between these two teams so far.
And I'd hate to see it without Dennis getting another shot at it. And Scapa for Cottage Street.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't care what
Tim Scanlon providing the
Great catch by
heroics for Cottage Street in both of their wins.
Mikey Santolo was so hard on himself.
Frustrations.
Yeah.
You don't want to let that get the best of you if you're Jeffries Point right now. You've been playing solid ball game. Now is not the time.
Right. I agree. Cool ahead, patient for Bill.
2 down. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to go down 3-2. Cottage Street needing, so right now, so it's tied at 2.
And from the Jeffries Point Furies point of view, I mean, they could have already won this series. If it wasn't for a guy named Timmy Scanlon.
That's right. Yeah.
Joe's locked in now. Got 6 straight outs for Joe, 6 straight strikeouts.
Wow. We're going to head to the top of the 4th. A word from our sponsor, Old School Halfball EB. We'd like to thank Daniel Chuck Auto Body. Daniel Chuck Auto Body, located at 75 Madison Street. In an accident, if you need auto body repair, Daniel Chuck Auto Body is the place to bring your car. Check out Daniel Chuck Auto Body at DanielChuckAutoBody.com.
Even if he's not on this, I'm going to get a passport carrier. But if he's dying, I'm going to be like, right, can we do
Yes, we are in the top of the 4th here, Game 5.
Yep.
Dante Scrunchy pitching his 3rd game of the day as Cottage Street has gone to the arm of Joe Turco, this game. After 2 great starts from Ricky.
Jeff looks a little different this game. He started off with a single. We'll see. Being very aggressive. Yeah, he's taking practice swings on look like obvious balls, but you have to be careful on those.
I'm sure he'd like to find 2 tickets to paradise right here. Jeff, a very selective hitter up there.
Getting too old for this.
Aren't we all?
Ooh, big swing and miss for Harris.
If you didn't recognize that voice, that was a Ricky Pino who has pitched just about every game except for this one for Cottage Street.
Oh!
See it. Now we got a little bit of a controversial.
Yo, Chuck.
Hold on.
Going deep.
All right, need help.
Seems to be a little controversy here.
Commissioner Gerald is asking
The ball
some of
went
the
up
fans and that. Anytime it goes into the ceiling,
up into the rafters.
it's a tough call.
Yeah. As you can see to the left of your screen, a little bit there.
I'm going to make a ruling here.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's either an out or a home run.
We're still talking.
Trying to figure it out.
No matter what decision is made, one party is going to be very disappointed.
It's always the way.
And mad.
Yeah.
He's calling over captains. This is interesting because Dennis Grinches and the two captains on one side for the Furies and Steven Scarpa, on the other side it's Anthony Scarpa. I don't know. I'm sure there was some fights back in the day.
Yeah.
They might take a swing at each other.
It wouldn't be easy without those.
Only kidding. I know they're going to work it out. And this gentleman.
I can't tell you how many guys I've gotten into fights with in East Boston that we're friends, to this day now. So, it happens. It's all part of growing up.
So, that's, again, like when the Red Sox played on the Trop with the lights and the catwalks and that, there's all kinds of rules. When you play indoors, there's rules that we never had to worry about when we played outside.
Absolutely.
When you played, usually if you played from one corner to one side of the street to the other, it was which window it hit, and hopefully it didn't break a window.
Which is one of the reasons why Halfball came about.
Yeah.
In those early days, you could play in these urban environments on the street, cars, windows, and you're not going to really break anything with this half a rubber ball. So
it almost has to hit it perfectly for it to break it. Although I will admit, I was playing wiffle ball one day, and I lined the ball into a center window of a triple decker, and it hit it perfectly. It cut out a circle to drop.
That's amazing. A wiffle ball? A wiffle ball?
A wiffle ball.
Wow.
But again, it was just hit perfect. It was all about torque or whatever you want. And all I know is it cost my father $10 and he wasn't happy.
$10 in those days was something. Wow. Now you can't even get a sandwich for $10.
I don't know, bro. We might break for lunch here. I mean, I was around for the Paris Peace talks about the Vietnam War. This is starting to get into that territory. So close.
Oh boy, what a deliberation out here on a Joe Turco, a shot that he pulled up into the rafters, right down the line. They're trying to debate whether or not it was fair or foul. And there certainly is not going to be any consensus. And unfortunately, our cameras can't help in this situation as we don't have any cameras trained on the ceiling. As generally, there's not a lot of things happening on the ceiling.
It's tough because the batter and the catcher have the best view. And
of course, the batter thinks it's fair.
Fine,
Foul ball. All right.
Foul ball.
Hey, for those.
What did you guys do?
No, they didn't see it.
No, they didn't see it. All right, so Joe Church goes back up, trying to ask some of the crowd what they saw, but they didn't. Happened so fast. And it gets, once it's hit into the ceiling, it gets lost quickly too. Like I said, the best ones that know the best are the batter and the catcher, and you hope they're honest when they tell you where it hit.
It was the right one.
Nice pitch by Dante. Got Joe. So what looked like a home run was ruled foul. Turns into a strikeout for Dante. Joe's retired 2 outs. A lot in the top of the fourth.
Not again. Not again.
and that was a no-doubter.
Wow. Unbelievable. Timmy Scanlon is on a tear in this series. Solo shot. Top four.
Top of the four. Cottage Street has broken the ice. The inning ends on a strikeout by Dave Beatrice. 1 hit, 1 run. 1-0 Cottage Street. Paul's back. I thought he dozed off during that deliberation.
Us musicians were not very good morning people. After midnight, don't let it all hang out.
Let's see.
Oh, Tim Scanlon. Oh, I wish you guys could have seen that. That was a great play. No, that's all right. Great diving stop by Timmy Scanlon there. Let's see if we can.
I have to say, Joe Turco's feeling on the mound right now.
It's getting late early, as they say. Joe Turco has got a 1-0 lead out there. Let's see if he can shut him down.
And if you join us late, this is the third game today.
That's a base hit. See, you know
Dave Caldwell's more than capable, as I said before, of going the other way. And he did that time. The fielders had no chance. No chance.
You need one of the partners.
As I started to say, so you joined us late. This is the third game. And we've had 2 doozies, Paul, right? To start the day off.
We really have. Cottage Street took the first game, 1-0. Who hit the solo shot in the first game? Do you remember for Jeffries Point? I'm sorry, Jeffries Point took the first game.
Wasn't it in the first game? It was Anthony Scarpa.
Anthony Scarpa.
Yeah, he went 4 for 4 in that game. He had a terrific game.
Do I keep calling him Steve? Is Anthony Scarpa number 31?
Oh, I said Steve. Did I say it? I meant Steven
Okay,
Scarpa.
yes.
Steven
Scarpa.
Too many Scarpas here.
Too many.
But that's my mistake.
I know a bunch of them from the Heights myself. We had Tommy Scarpa, Jimmy Scarpa. I don't think.
What about Mario Scarpa?
I don't know Mario Scarpa.
Those are other Scarpas.
The name Jimmy Scarpa, I think, has a dark connotation to it.
Mario was younger than me, but closer to my age. So those could be his younger brothers. And I believe they were from the Heights.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I know the great Tom Scarpa is up in Maine now and owns an Italian restaurant.
Steven Scarpa's had quite a day, and he was just robbed of a hit. I mean, he's been on the ball.
And that's 3 down there.
One hit, no runs. Cottage Street leads 1-0.
And just want to give out to shout out to one of our sponsors, Eddie's Barbershop. Check out Eddie's Barbershop at 225 London Street in East Boston. Or use the Booksy Biz app and look for Eddie the Barber. The barber for fun cut. We head back to the action here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 Cottage Street up on Timmy Scanlon's solo shot. Timmy Scanlon's got.
Remember the increase I told you about?
having himself a series in the 2 wins. He's got. He had the walk-off home run last game, and a big 2-run shot in the top of the 6th in game 2.
I'm wondering now where I mentioned that Jimmy Atkins is playing today, and he's general manager of, I think, Liberty Mazda. That if Cottage Street wins again, if Timmy's the MVP, if he's going to give him a car.
Oh yeah, we're gonna drive it right in. We're gonna put it right here on the parquet, on the hardwood floor. We'll drive it in, right? We'll do a nice. I think,
but I don't want to put the cart out of the horse. The Furies are not going to be they're going to be a tough out.
2 legendary announcers here. Just want to put it on.
We are being joined in the booth by the legend himself, Mr. Scanlon. Great walk-off.
Hey, it's early. It's a good team out there. It's a good team. Beat us 1-0. We almost went 3 games in a row with no runs. So take every at bat like we can, and it's live. It's local. It's NSA.
It sure is. Thanks, Timmy. We appreciate that. All the hard work we do here at Neighborhood Sports Network. Sports Network, proudly bringing you all the action here at Old School Halfball, eb.com. Check them out online.
But even Timmy acknowledged that how tough Jeffries Point Furies have been, that this series is far from over. As far as I'm concerned, Cottage Street's been walking a tightrope here, and they've almost fallen off a couple of times, and Timmy saved them.
Well,
not that they haven't played well; they played well, but the Furies, they're a couple of swings away from already winning the championship.
Well, I think you mentioned last week, Cottage Street was last year in the finals was down 3-0, 3 games to nothing.
No, Cottage Street was up 3.
I'm sorry, Cottage Street was up.
It was Gerald's team, the
Kelly
Square that came back,
Oh.
but then Cottage Street in that game 7, very pivotal game. And again, Timmy played very well in that game.
Wow.
And Joe Turco and Ricky, they ended up prevailing. It ended up to be a terrific final. And when it started off, it looked anything but.
Derek DeCiccio stays with it for the out.
Again, it's like the more you do something, the better you get it. And Derek will tell you himself, he was a work in progress when he first started catching, and he's turned into a hell of a catcher.
There it is again. And that'll be the 3rd out. Actually.
Derek DeCiccio is going to lead off. Just to show you how Joe Turco was settled in. He gave up 2 hits to start the game. In the next 13 batters, he struck out 11, a ground out, and a base hit.
Wow. Really finding his groove out there. Had that very controversial call last inning where he pulled the ball high and deep down the line. And it was ruled foul by the commissioner.
And there was a perfect example of a pitcher trying to help his own cause.
Absolutely. I know you love that.
Yeah. I'm pre-DH, even though I do like the DH. But I grew up without a DH. That's something I could never understand, though. How one league in MLB, how one league had no DH and one league did it. It's like telling Gerald, okay, the people on this side they had, had no DH on that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I always, of course, it always made the World Series. It made it interesting in the World Series. American League teams, you would imagine, would seem to be at a disadvantage, having to have their pitchers bat.
I mean, we all realize that for every pitcher that's a good hitter, and listen, there are some excellent hitters through the annals of Major League Baseball that were quite capable, but 95% of them were an automatic outfield.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you remember the pitcher Jim Abbott, who
Yes.
famously only had one arm?
Yep.
I believe he hit a home run once.
That I couldn't tell you, but I'm not sure. To me, it was sleight of hand the way he pitched. I could never believe
amazing, right?
how he pitched and was able to get that glove on his hand to field.
Right?
Just amazing.
He did not hit a home run.
Okay. When getting back to Jim Abbott and watching him again, I don't want to go too old school on you and say he was like Houdini, but I mean, we'll see Amazing Kreskin and there's someone else, the other guy that pulls the curtain and the vehicle's gone.
I always like that guy at the King in his Court, the softball guy.
Yes. My uncle was a master electrician. He worked with a guy in the union who was a kid from Dorchester, much younger than my uncle. He got to play against the King in his Court and actually got a hit off this guy.
Wow.
And not many people got hits off this guy, let me tell you. He used to pitch from second base blindfolded.
Wow.
And a lot of times he would take 2 or 3 fielders off, and he would be playing with a pitcher, catcher, and an outfielder and 1 infielder.
Wow.
Yeah, he was Eddie Fainter was his name.
Eddie Fainter, yeah.
Eddie Fainter. He was quite. And let me tell you something. I don't know how we didn't get a score around. Of course, softball pitching is more natural motion, but he barnstormed. He must have pitched thousands of games a year.
Yeah. Barnstorm. That's right. I love that term, barnstorm. Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Ooh. Timmy, once again, doing it in the field.
Hard hit by Derek DeCiccio, but a nice play by Jimmy Atkins to keep it in front of him. Like Paul said earlier, be a goaltender out there.
Absolutely. Jim Abbott, no, he did not hit a home run in the majors, but he hit 7 home runs in high school. Still pretty amazing.
And batting with just the one hand.
Just the one hand.
And
yeah.
there was during the war, and I think they made a TV movie out of it, with the St. Louis Browns. Of course, during the war, the major leagues was watered down because so many guys were in the service. But there was a fellow that played for the St. Louis Browns, an outfielder, who batted with just the one hand. And he was fairly proficient.
Wow.
And he was good in the outfield as well.
Wow.
And he's like Abbott, transferring the glove and everything like that. Sorry, I don't remember his name.
I remember the old little Eddie Goodell.
Yes,
right?
He was the midget.
The midget, right?
That Bill Beck put up.
Yeah.
Very good, Paul.
I know my history. I love the game.
I'll have to say, you won up the old timers.
Baseball was a huge part of my childhood, huge part of my life. It's great to see the game.
Well, like here, we've had a little more time to talk off the game, but in baseball, where it's a slower sport, there's so much time to fill with sponsors between innings, even during the game. That's the beauty of baseball. You hear a lot of that history. And it sticks with you. Nice pitch by Joe Turco as he gets Steven Scarpa to strike out. Dave Calden up now.
Dave Cauldron's been pretty quiet.
Yeah,
today.
well, he singled into
Oh,
that
he had that little
right field bent over there. He was a little late on Joe, but but he has been quiet in the finals. He had terrific. He did very well in both the opening series and the semifinals. Did a few home runs.
But I'd say, as a guy who was born in '77, I've been really fascinated by the '70s lately, the 1970s culture and everything. As we listen to the band Free here in the background, Free Ride. Is Bad Company or Paul Rogers? I know that Paul Rogers is the singer here. But,
So, I had an older sister. I was born in '54, so I'm a few years older than you. But I had an older sister that listened to a lot of '60s music, and cousins, late '50s. So I'm kind of ahead of my time. I really enjoyed some of that music. But I love the '70s as well. I was more of a Motown, Earth, Wind and Fire. I like that. But of course, I love Zeppelin and the Stones. I just like music.
Yeah.
But I'm not as aficionado that you sound like you are.
Joe Turco picks up a big strikeout there in the inning. As we head to the top of the sixth, in Game 5, series tied at 2.
And the hero of the day so far, Tim Scanlon, leads off. And he's, right now, the way he's playing with house money.
Absolutely hottest bat in the series so far.
Oh,
chases that one upstairs.
He was feeling it too good on that one.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're locked in, you think you can hit anything, and that could be to one's own detriment.
I just quick shout out to the Furies. He's a Chelsea. I think he's a Chelsea police captain, Will Brazula, and he's in uniform today. He hasn't been able to play. He's there today if you need him. But Will's been with the Furies all year long.
2 down. So a quick 2 outs for Dante Screnchi, he's literally just trying to keep the Furies on his back here. As Cottage Street has picked up both games today.
1-1.
1-1. Yeah. Came in, series tied at 1. Series now tied at 2. Game 5.
Get out!
Double.
That is a
Double. No.
They hit the pipe. It's a double. Yeah.
And we've got another situation here. Just to the right side of your screens there, if you can pan out a little. You see that backboard. It appeared to hit. I thought it hit.
I heard it saw it hit the backboard, but it might have hit the pipe after.
So it's either a home run or a
think
double.
the backboard's a double. I think the pipe's a homer, right? I think.
Interesting ground rules here at the Marty Pino Rec Center. And I can tell you that net we're looking at.
It looked like the ruling is a home run.
I scored my first rec league basketball shot on that net many moons ago. It's a memory I won't forget. So that's a home run. It's a 2-0 lead now for Cottage Street. So they did rule that a home run. 2-0 lead for Cottage Street.
I think it hit both, but if it hit the flat, if it hit the pipes, it's a home run. Right?
So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 2-0 lead for Cottage Street. Jeffries Point on the ropes now here in Game 5. As we are well. Oh, 1-0. All right. Sorry, we have conflicting reports here. We're going back to one that was ruled a double, apparently. Inning was over. Anyway, that half inning. Back to 1-0, ruled a double.
No, let me say this. I think you can't have one part of the backboard a double and the pipes a homer. It's easy to just say it's one or the other. If you hit that area, it's either a home run or it's a double. Gerald ruled that it's all a double. And that's the way it should be. I mean, I feel for Jimmy Atkins. I mean, he got a decent hit and had home run potential going towards the wall. But you know, like I said, we play indoors and there are obstacles.
Odd ground rules.
But I think you eliminate a lot of the controversy if no matter what it hits, the backboard or the pipes, it's the same thing, whether it's a double or a home. You save yourself a lot of aggravation, a lot of talk, and a lot of stoppage in play.
Jeffries Point has got to get something going here.
Yeah. I know we're down to the nitty-gritty here, Paul.
Sure.
Again, some of these controversies taken away from the game, but we're in the last of the 6th here.
That's right. Yeah. It's a big swing game. Game 5, always a big swing game when you're tied at 2. So the winner of this, Harris hangs on for the first out. Down to the last 2 outs here in Game 5.
That was a pretty strong tip. Gerald was able to hold on to it.
One thing we can guarantee is that this is not the last morning of Halfball this year. There will need to be at least one more game in Scrunchy. I mean, you can see Scrunchy's had quite a long morning. He's out there. He's pitched all 3 games. Oops, he's not out.
He could use a change of a T-shirt. I think.
Yes, I can. Yeah. I don't believe that's a dry fit shirt out there at all. Maybe we need to get them dry fits next year. Foul that one off.
Paul, I know this one. This is Santana.
Ah, yes.
If I'm not mistaken, it might be a practice.
There it is. Second out.
Comes out to Derek decision. Down to their last at bat in this game.
Wow. DeCiccio swinging a big black stick. Let's see if he can connect with one here. You're watching Neighborhood Sports Network, NSN. Thank you for joining us. Old school half-ball EB action.
It's not over yet, Paul, obviously, especially when you have a guy like Derek Ciccio at the plate. But I have to say, the two guys missing today, Mike Escapa with Cottage Street and Dennis Frenchie with the Furies. I think the loss of Dennis Frenchie was critical for the Furies. And to emphasize that point is Ricky Stranino got rest in this game because Joe Turco pitched.
Right.
And Dante got no rest today. He's pitching his third game.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a yeoman task.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Derek's taking any wild swings, this and that. He knows this is it, so he's waiting for a pitch. He knows he can drive it.
Right. I agree
But
That ends Game 5. Thank you for joining us here today as we had 3 exciting games. Cottage Street will take 2 of the 3 of this best-of-7 series today, ensuring that there's at least one more game. Cottage Street's going to lead the series 3-2 as they're looking to three-peat.
they're one step closer to that. And looking at the series, when you dissect the series, Paul, it's hard to believe that Cottage Street is up 3-2. And that's not taking anything away from them. I mean, they've come up clutch when they need to come up clutch.
Absolutely.
But I think it was a little bad luck today for the Furies. And again, I just say, I really think they missed Dennis Frenchie today. As much as we're on the mound, but definitely at the plate.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Dante did his best out there pitching all 3 games, but it was a Herculean task. And speaking of Herculean, Timmy Scanlon, big heroics. Cottage Street, late game heroics.
But yeah, right now, the guy in this series is definitely Timmy Scanlon.
Yep.
He's been terrific both in the field, but especially in the plate, and especially in clutch situations.
And once again, I want to thank you for joining Neighborhood Sports Network. I've been Paul Marullo. I will continue to be Paul Marullo. And this has been Mark Petroselli.
It's been my pleasure, Paul. And I hope I didn't bore you too much with some of the
Not
old
at all.
time
I
stuff.
love it all. I love it all.
But the old time stuff keeps my mind a little sharper.
Absolutely. No, it's great. Thank you for regaling us with all those great tales of Halfball and East Boston. Have a wonderful Sunday, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're a terrific league man, let me tell you. You know, and listen, I'll interject some stuff, but when you interject something that I can follow, you know, for the lighter part.
Yeah, it's good stuff. No, it's fun. I love it. No, you're great. You've got a lot of great knowledge. Yeah, no, it was fantastic. Wow, we didn't go. You know, I think if I'm being honest,
I look at this series. This series could be over. Yeah, it's
you know,
guys have come up.
when you watch a regular baseball game,
Oh, it's the whole line. 100%. You know? But I'll tell you, they really miss me. I mean, you guys miss me, but they miss them.
you go to a sideline game, you got to go to home
Joe was
run.
able to come in for Whitney. And what showed up by the first two batters? Terrific.
Way out.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, whatever. We already said
and it's his. Yeah.
You already know. Cafe Della Sport isn't just a coffee shop, it's part of the neighborhood. From early morning to midday meetups, this is where the day gets going. Fresh espresso, great food, and a place where everybody feels like a regular the second they walk in. It's the kind of spot where you run into friends, talk sports, and get that perfect stop before heading to work or heading to the game. When it comes to supporting the community, Cafe Della Sport truly shows up. They've been generous enough to donate coffee to the league down at the Marty Pino Community Center, and we're incredibly thankful for that support. Proud supporters of Old School Halfball EB and everything local. So next time you're in East Boston, stop in, grab a coffee, and see what it's all about. Cafe Della Sport, where the neighborhood comes together. Looking for something different? Something fun, local, and full of energy? That's what Jeff Stock is all about. Jeff Stock is more than just an event. It's a full experience. Live music, comedy, food, and a crowd that's ready to have a great time. Bringing together local talent, friends, and the community, Jeff Stock has become a go-to event for anyone looking to enjoy a great night out. Whether you're there for the bands, the laughs, or just to hang out and soak it all in, there's always something happening. And just like Old School Halfball EB, it's built on bringing people together and creating something special right here in the community. So if you haven't been yet, make sure you check it out at jeffstock.net. Jeff Stock, live, local, and unforgettable. In Everett, there's a place that meant more than just breakfast or lunch. Joey's Cozy Kitchen. Owned by Joe Petroselli, a lifelong East Boston native, Joey was known for homemade sauce-style meals that kept people coming back day after day. From the line section of Everett and beyond, generations of customers grew up on the food, the atmosphere, and the familiar faces behind the counter. It wasn't just about eating. It was about walking into a place that felt real, where people knew your name and the meals always hit home. And that connection carries over here. Joey's family is part of this league, with his son and grandson both involved since the very beginning. That's what it's all about: tradition, family, and memories that stick with you. Joey's Cozy Kitchen, an Everett staple that will always be remembered. Every team has a look, but only a few make a statement. That's where Rule the World Print Shop comes in. Specializing in custom apparel printing, RTW delivers bold designs and high-quality gear that stands out on and off the field. They're the ones behind the Old School Halfball EB shirts, so you already know the standard. Clean prints, durable materials, and attention to detail you can trust. Whether you're When it comes to consistency at the plate, these are the names leading the way in old school halfball EB. At number 1, it's Derek DeCiccio of the Furies, leading the league with 26 base hits, setting the tone all season long. Right behind him, Billy Delarusso from Kelly Square Pub with 25 hits, continuing to be one of the most dangerous hitters in the game. In third, Scott Sinelli of the Cousins with 19 hits, followed by Sandro Grudi of the Misfits, checking in with 18, making his presence felt every time he steps to the plate. Kelly Square Pub shows its depth with 3 more hitters on the list: Gerald Carino, John Forbes, and Mark Shea, all consistently getting on base and keeping the pressure on. These are the hitters who set the table, drive the action, and change the game with every swing. And as we move forward, expect these names to keep showing up in big moments. Every league has its history, and in old school halfball EB, that history is quickly turning into a rivalry. It all started in 2022 with Kelly Square Pub, first team to claim the league's inaugural title. But in 2023, Cottage Street took them down in the finals. And in 2024, they did it again. Back-to-back championships, both times defeating Kelly Square Pub. Last year it went the distance, a full 7-game series, one of the best the league has ever seen. But this year, the story takes a turn. Kelly Square Pub has been eliminated. So now the question becomes, who steps up next? Will it be the Misfits or the Furies? Who earns the right to challenge Cottage Street in the 2026 finals? A new chapter is about to be written. Every year, friends, family, and the community come together for something bigger than just a day on the golf course. The Jeff Stone Memorial Golf Tournament. Held at the Trollbrook Golf Course in Tewksbury, this event is all about honoring Jeff Hollywood Stone, bringing people together for a day filled with golf, laughs, and unforgettable moments. From the early morning tee-off to the post-round barbecue, live music, raffles, and games, it's more than just a